demeaning.
Hang on.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I'm so glad you got that one.
All right, hang on. This one.
What a nightmare. You know, I was never the one dropping that noise in that game.
I sucked at Call of Duty. I would like a good game for me would be like 16-10.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
Which one was your first Call of Duty?
Modern Warfare.
The COD 4.
Yeah.
Because you're what? You're 2 years older than me, or you're just a year?
94, yeah.
Okay, so you caught. Oh yeah, you got dude. COD 4 was different.
All right, hang on. Here's this one.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Okay, that could be like a good part of
Open
the intro.
the pod bay doors, Hal.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do like a war mode type intro that just spliced with Alex Jones and news from the week?
No, I don't think so.
That'd be funny.
She is a demon damned to hell.
God, that's a good one.
Not today, Julio.
Not today. What is that? I don't know.
It was on the YouTube front page. I saw it and I was like, oh. Just think about it. Think about it.
Who the hell is Julio? Why am I fucking...
Not today, Julio.
Not today, Julio. Oh, I hear. It's so short. I had to think for a second. I see.
Danny McBride.
I got it.
All right.
I didn't want to say. I got.
Hang on, wait a minute.
I should have told you I got it.
That one's kind of loud.
That one was a little loud. Kills the levels.
Hang on.
You can probably turn me up a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
I felt like you were kind of...
Was I screaming? I might scream though. You can keep me down because I'll start. I do that thing where my voice
Life
starts getting real loud.
finds a way.
Oh, thank you.
But life finds a way.
That's not bad.
What's his name is in the movie?
Jeff
I know who
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is. What's his name in that movie? Is he a professor?
Well, there's Dr. Grant.
That's the old guy.
I only knew that because my name is Grant. And then...
Yes. Very
My
good.
name's Grant.
Very good.
And then I totally forget. He was like
He was like
really philosophical, and he thought he was
yeah.
like
He was trying to get the
Dr. Grant's
that lady.
Yeah. That was Dr.
Trying to
Grant's
fuck
lady.
The lady.
All right, hang on. You'll appreciate this one.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Classic. Nice.
That's a good drop. I love that. That's very good.
This is almost like this is kind of funny.
Good morning, Vietnam!
It's like cliche. It's like
I didn't know what that was gonna come out as. I was like, wait.
It's Robin Williams.
I've seen that movie once.
Here we go.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Whoa, who's that?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Who is that?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
That's a good one. Sam Jackson.
I know. I'm fucking I'm joking.
Oh, all right. Here.
I'm sorry.
Here, this one's good. They're all good.
I know. Yeah, you did.
Where's my daughter?
I don't know why it's so funny.
Where's my daughter?
Daughter? Is he has his daughter?
Yeah, it's Hugh Jackman in
Prisoners?
yeah.
I haven't. Damn
Paul
it.
Dano. He's just like
I need to see. Man, that's something I need to see. I still need to see True Detective.
I was gonna get something from that too.
All right,
Here's
I
a
gotta watch these. I feel bad. You know, this is actually perfect because now I can watch them and now we can like talk about them
Yeah.
as I get through them.
Here we go.
Shoe program, nigga.
Well, are we gonna be like? Can we? I mean, we can say it, right? We can just say nigga, right?
I don't care. I mean, do you care?
I mean, why would I don't care about my life, dude. Dude, literally the first video that I recorded. The first thing I got recorded on tape saying nigga and nigger in the same
Sentence or like
same
breath?
same, not the same breath, two separate breaths.
All right, now I forget what this one is.
Man, don't do that. You're fucking with my head, man.
Oh yeah, that was kind of good.
Man, don't do that. You're fucking with my head, man.
If I knew who all
It's
these
Richard Pryor.
niggas was, oh, I see. He's, man, I kind of suck sometimes.
What the hell? Oh man, one of them didn't add. The best one.
Come on, Red Band.
The best one didn't add.
Come on. I bet you got plenty of fart noises on there, don't you sick fuck?
All right, well, hang on.
You're an errand boy.
You got any drops from No Country for Old Men? I just watched that yesterday.
Call it. Call it.
I called it. That's so great. Man, wow. That's
Who's the next one?
Wow.
Gorlami.
Brad Pitt.
Is that from
Glorious Bastards.
Bastard.
Classic. This is a good one. You might not know it either, but it's a good one.
Fucking drinking again. 8 goddamn fucking whiskey sours.
That's
Fucking
Hollywood.
bullshit.
No,
Whoa, that was way too long.
the cap?
That was a lot longer.
that's
Yeah,
the cap.
that was edited wrong. Where the fuck, dude?
Whiskey
I
sour.
I
need a
had one
man.
that was
I
so
haven't
good.
watched these. See, these are really.
Fucking
that
morons
much.
everywhere.
Oh, that didn't sound good. It
Fucking morons everywhere.
I mean, I go. Who is that?
was David Lynch.
Oh,
Fucking morons everywhere.
are you gonna use
It's kind of a
it?
good one. I thought, there's a lot of morons. If we don't have to say it, he can just be like,
Fucking morons everywhere.
I suppose if the context is there, yeah.
Where's my
Okay, so you move screen to screen and then the color. Oh, very.
yeah, they're like in
good.
phase. But I don't know.
That's
dude.
amazing. Man, it's like they just knew we were never gonna leave. Like everybody just knows we're not going anywhere. It's like
Well, they make it comfortable.
you're not gonna go anywhere unless you have a job or you podcast. That is the only reason you travel. It's.
Well,
I hope that roadways get shut down and nobody's allowed to drive anywhere
when will that happen?
in like 50 years.
Oh, I mean,
Dude, next century, I wish I should start thinking about like what the world looks like in the next century. That's what you write a book about is what
yeah.
2100 looks like and beyond that.
Well, that's like real sci-fi.
That's so wild. We're like we're like there, but you can I don't know.
I
We're
feel
close enough to see it, but we're not going to be able to like live it.
I don't know. Are people really gonna like be able to live it?
I don't know.
I
Not
feel like it's gonna
not
get
if
more
you're
dumb.
poor.
Yeah, that and like
not if you're in
kinda just-
poverty.
it'll just be like stupider.
Have you seen Amelie?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I've seen it. It was really good. I liked it. It's a French film.
Yeah,
I liked it. We don't have to watch it. I mean,
I died just clicking.
I only watched it because they mentioned it in Peep Show. You ever watch Peep Show?
Mm-mm.
That's a BBC show because I'm a fag. But they mentioned that they just
Hey, Parasite, Korea.
yes, very good. That's a Korean movie. Yes, I have seen it. It was pretty good. I didn't see it till recently. I only.
It's good. I told you. Well, I'm not gonna put it on, but does it make you proud?
I didn't think it. Kinda, I guess. I'm not really Korean at all.
What? You're not Korean?
I am, but like in such small ways. I don't even like.
I mean,
speak it
genetically.
genetically, but I mean, genes aren't real. That's just like
Well, like I guess like
genes can be changed.
true, but yours are natural.
I'm a
You're a
natural,
natural Korean.
natural Korean black person. Mixing saying Korean and black and natural in the same sentence is wild.
It's perfect for nowadays. Natural black Korean.
Yeah, I'm quite a purebred. You see these fucking chicken nuggets that they're popping out now.
Willy Wonka. So this is my qualms. Do you think? All right. Well, let's kind of get into it. Do you think?
That he has a nice mouth that I'd stick my penis in.
No. Do you think Tim Chalamet could
That's a nice.
make what you just watched?
No, because he has no mind.
Yeah.
He's just an acting retard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a.
So why can't I get Paul Atreides?
Why can't you be Paul? Why can't get him? What are you saying?
I'm kidding. I'm just joking. But I was like, why can't I could do Paul Atreides?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Yeah. So
Well,
what are we doing here?
well, if you have to follow the 6 rules of creativity, you have to lop your cock off.
Do you think he still has one?
I I don't know. He's too cute to have a penis.
I mean, he is a cute guy. Like he is talented. He's a cool dude. Come on.
He
but-
probably still has it. I think it's. I don't think he's that retarded that he'd get rid of his dick. What is he, a fucking retard? That's insane. He
I mean,
doesn't.
some.
He's not that sick. Ezra, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Ezra Miller did have his penis.
See, I never got into that guy. Was he a good
Neither did I.
actor?
He was
Or is
great.
he just, like,
was
crazy?
great in the Harry Potter movie, and I saw Perks of Being a Wallflower recently. He was great in that too.
I've always heard about that movie and never watched it.
It's worth
don't-
watching once, and then like, no, you know what? Don't even watch it. It's just, it's.
I know what it is.
You know, like all those Netflix movies that like came out about like people being autistic and like gay for a while, like
Yeah.
atyp. It's like that, but
Not
the
that
best
great.
one.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
but the best one, and it should never have been done ever again. Let alone turn the whole thing into a TV show. It's what I felt because it came out at a good time. It actually like
It's like
'cause
2014, right?
it archetyped so many girls, and I
it
would
was
imagine.
a book though too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. It was one of those fucking John Green books. Like, I don't know.
It was popular.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they made
It
a
was
movie out
definitely
of it.
popular. It was like Twilight level like
Yeah.
impacts, I think.
Yeah,
What-
I remember.
I wonder what years those came out like relative to each other.
Well, Twilight was like 2008, 2000.
All right, then Perks came out
10.
2010 maybe.
I think Perks Wallflower came out because I remember
12?
my roommate in college told me to watch it, and I was like,
Okay.
I don't really.
I'm sorry, I don't suck penis.
Yeah, and like,
I'm sorry, I don't
dude,
fuck women with black eyeliner.
This kid, he wrote. Oh, this I shouldn't even say that. That's kind of disrespectful. But
Just, no, say his name, give his address, where he graduated.
no, I'm just saying. Like, I remember he wrote a script, and I read some
Oh.
of it, and it was like literally the opening scene of Perks of Wallflower. It's like the scene where she like flies out of a car or something.
Oh.
Isn't it something like that?
I don't remember I don't remember a goddamn thing
I was
about
just
the movie
like-
except Hermione Granger's in it, and she's all hot and gay.
That's the one with
and
Miles Teller, right?
he might. No, it's a different. It's the guy from Fury. It's the guy that was a typist from Fury.
My phone over here.
He was a typist in
this
Fury, and he
one?
like ended up in their outfit. Is that what it's called? I think it's an outfit.
Hang on, I'm telling you, I might be thinking of a different movie then. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah, 2012.
It's somebody who looks like Miles Teller. I know why you're saying it's Miles Teller. It's the other guy, like the Maze Runner dork. I've never even. I say these movies. I don't actually. I've never seen any of these things. All these
You're just throwing
novels.
these hard opinions.
All these chronicles that are books that they just like that were like Hunger Games. I mean, and Hunger Games even is amongst those. If it wasn't Harry Potter, anything came after that. Harry Potter is still the resounding, like dealer or just like head of the zeitgeist as far as like nerds, even young people. I mean, even like I don't know.
I mean, it's still popular. You're
Yeah.
saying. I mean, it's hitting.
It's as
everybody.
popular as Walt Disney at this point. It's bigger than Walt
Dude,
Disney.
people were reading it when I was in New York, like
Yeah.
adults. It's a child's book.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
But hey, I mean, it's good. I mean, learn
Yeah.
about your government through Harry Potter.
It's more honest.
Yeah.
It's more honest.
All right, so I'm reading about Miles Teller here. The Spectacular Now. Sorry about Perks Being Wallflower. I was wrong about that. The
Spectacular-
Spectacular Now I was told to watch. Never watched it.
You didn't watch The Spectacular Now. That movie was great.
Do you know what it is?
No. No. Of course not. What year did it come out?
It has
2015?
2013. Right after Perks Being Wallflower.
Man, it's literally just what a ripoff of it, I'd imagine. I mean, God.
It has a 91 on Rotten
Can
Tomatoes.
anybody Why obviously it has to be good.
Here, let's just pop on.
What the hell? Oh, all right. I thought that movie was called Oon.
No, dude.
I just saw the U. And,
Dune.
Did you-
I'll put on Dune, but I'll put it on mute.
were you a Dune head? You are a Dune head.
Yeah,
You like
I like
you
Dune.
liked Dune.
I just told you I should be playing Paul Atreides.
Well, yeah, you could have said that and been not as into Dune. I could have said that.
Oh shit! Hang on, let me
What is?
give me this. I'll just put it on mute. This is what I like to do. I like to watch movies in mute because it's like you can stare. That's what I mean. Like that's what a lot of
You just put your own
kind of.
Your own
It's
score
kind
in
of just
there.
relaxing too. Your own
Yeah.
score, yeah. But I mean, this score would be eating up the mic. so.
Honestly, this is probably the most relaxing. Just hearing our voices and then this little
Yeah.
visual stim instead of.
That's what I mean, dude.
It's so crazy because we really are just bombarded constantly.
Yeah, man.
Has this been recording? Is that what the red on means?
Nah.
You haven't. I mean, all right. That's
Yeah, we're just constantly bombarded, and we
It's
don't
really
even have our
sad.
own information until you sit with yourself, and then you kind of think.
Think
That's how
about
it
what
works.
you've consumed.
Well, I don't know.
You
You
have
kind
to
of just
take- we
listen to
still-
yourself. You're listening to your conscious.
Yeah, but we do still constantly take in information, even if we're not like consciously doing it, but we're always receiving it.
Well, then I think a good thing you can listen to is like kind of
Maybe
ties to filmmaking. Maybe just for me, because like filmmaking was like I have really like strong memories. So maybe not necessarily like information that you take in, but experiences or memories, and then you kind of base judgments or your understandings off those feelings rather than like what's read. Or well, reading's amazing because you learn a lot from reading. I don't want to say that, but I'm saying like experiences are more valuable than like the real world, and that's like what the film speaks about is like connecting to like your nature, your natural reactions, your thoughts away from what other people expect from you, maybe, or how they expect you to react in a natural situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When you're just alone by yourself, that's kind of what the film kind of hits home on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like important. But even when we're alone by ourselves, we're not really alone by ourselves anymore. And that's what I think is a good way to kind
I
of
get
really,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we are, but we're not, because we're distracted by this thing in our pocket or these images on TV, and they're just recordings. But we love them, but at the same time, they can consume your life. And I think
They have consumed my life. My life's been
a lot of people,
consumed.
and like me too. But I think making this shit and like really knowing it, that's why I'm kind of conscious of it, and most people aren't, and that's why I think I like talking about it, because I do know a lot about this, and I understand what this fucking stuff does to you, and yeah. You know what I mean? I think
I know
it's almost like a
exactly.
duty in a
exactly
sense.
what you mean, but it's more like
Or it's just like, yo,
it's
check,
like
hey.
you simultaneously separate it as the tool that it is, but you've also integrated it into yourself in order
Understanding what it
cope
is.
and progress. It's
Yeah.
not going away. That's
Yeah,
the
dude,
other
'cause
thing.
If anything, if anyone's
It's gonna
watched
get-
so much movies, I've seen. Yeah. And movies, everything. So it's like
We're little game consoles.
the movie. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Like I have a dope line where it's like, my imagination's a vacation or something, or like
Okay, Frank Ocean. Very good.
that rap at the end was pretty sick, wasn't it?
It's good for his freestyle. Was it freestyle? I mean, someone.
No, I've had it for a long time, just the beat, and I never could sing it. And I actually just recorded those vocals just down here a couple days ago. But I could do it where it was like a recording, so it didn't have to be perfect.
Right.
Because I couldn't. I wanted to put. The beat's amazing. I really wanted to be like Prince, the music.
Mm-hmm.
And then the beat change up's really cool. And then yeah, dude, that rap.
Must be crazy.
I had that rap for a while, and I wrote it. There's a line that's like, "Angel wings out my back, the sign road planes off sharing, but opal vision rolling my way, painted vision curves." There's a scene where I'm talking about like an alien ship, and I had this dream one night. I told about this, and her mind was like blown.
You blew mine, dude. No
Dude.
way. You blew.
Well, I don't know. She was just like,
I know.
Hey,
She's
dude,
serious.
I could tell you something really funny.
Don't tell me anything if it has to do with any of the women at our.
I won't.
Their lives are all so fucked up. It's crazy. I've just
Really?
like steered away. I'm not
And you
not
yeah,
even gonna get into that. Poor girl.
I know. I try just to I just try to go and let me get through this. I don't want to.
I don't really want to check anybody out. I don't want to be on registers.
Because like you see, I don't know. Sometimes, dude, I don't know. I've been off last couple days, so I don't even remember what it's like right now. You know what I mean?
Free.
Yeah.
It's hell. It's a hellscape.
Look at Tim.
Oh my god, I want to fuck that trans mouth of his.
She's badass. She's also in like Mission Impossible. So she did Dune and she did Tom Cruise big time.
She sucked Tom Cruise off.
I don't want to say that,
You just said she dude.
She did Dune and Tom Cruise. Ah, shit, I did say that.
She did Tom Cruise.
I don't want to say that because I like her as an actress.
Yeah, and you might want to work with her one day.
Maybe.
You better not say. Yeah, you've got serious aspirations. I have nothing. That's.
I don't really care either.
I am such a wild card for you. If you got famous, you would have to forget me.
Oh no, dude.
No, you would
put you in a movie for sure.
No, you would have to switch up.
You could play. So what I want to do?
I could be Zendaya.
You could.
I could be trans Zendaya.
We should do that.
You should be recording. We've got like 3 episode titles so far. Trans Zendaya.
Zendaya's a babe though. She's not bad.
I just get. I don't know. I've fallen into
famous.
I've just fallen into the trap in believing that we are fed the same particular person, which we definitely are.
Yeah, no, we are.
And
like Megan Thee Stallion, looks
Sabrina
like
Carpenter, Sydney Sweeney, all these fucking whores that I love desperately and want to fuck,
but you can't.
But I will never be.
That's why you got to watch their music videos.
And that's why I gotta just lust about them every single moment that I'm alive and being bombarded by this.
Hey, they're hard workers.
Yeah, they
whores.
Yeah, they're hardworking whores.
I could cast Sabrina Carpenter.
See,
I don't even know who they are. I know the other one who's
Sydney Sweeney.
I know Sydney Sweeney.
Everybody knows Sydney Sweeney. That's my sweet angel. Sydney Sweeney.
If she heard I'm sure there's a lot of guys making jokes about her.
There's so many pathetic men that exist, including myself. I had 74 printouts of her. I had 74 4x6s made of Sydney Sweeney.
From
I write my sets on them sometimes.
I know. I mean, she's beautiful.
She's a beautiful woman. She's a MAGA queen, and I love her.
Is she into Trump?
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe. I mean, she's not some fucking left-wing dyke. That's for sure. She's not some disgusting fucking fat whore. She's my queen. God, I hope she hears this.
She might.
She might hear this, dude. That might be my meal ticket.
This is what This is what we're doing. We're taking it over.
We're putting it out there.
I want to have the #1 talk show in the world.
Dude, you gotta. I mean, dude, technically, the podcast, the P Boys, that he's part of. He's got 2 different podcasts or whatever. The guy that I went on with, the P Boy is technically the biggest Metro Detroit comedy podcast. Technically,
yeah, but Metro Detroit's
I hate the identification with a particular scene. It is the most fucking.
But I mean,
it's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was around the films, I don't know. There's still some people I could probably talk to, but it's
these hierarchies. All I see are hierarchies everywhere. Hierarchies.
I don't know, but I don't even think they're very talented.
Nobody is. All these people suck. I'm the only one that's good.
Yeah, man.
But I'm also delusional.
You have to be.
But
that's what comedy.
My delusion is so good right now. I'm telling you, it's so good.
My delusion's better than yours,
dude.
What are these people's delusions like though? But they're getting paid.
They're playing pretend. She's pretending to beat the shit out of this guy.
All right, cut.
It's insane pretending.
I mean, I look fucking insane when I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you think about, oh shit, that guy just walked around the woods for days on end.
He was in red paint with hearts and shit on it.
After work, he went home and painted himself.
Like some kind of, he asked me to leave early so he could go paint himself up like some sort of sick Satan.
He only left 10 minutes early.
It's like, can you sell me this +1 vibrator too, boss? I got to get out of here.
Please, boss.
I'm filming a video where I keep a vibrating egg in my urethra.
You were shocked when I came out of the woods there. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice because it came out all camouflaged like that. I was like,
kind of scary.
Shit.
It is kind of scary, that scene.
I mean, that's kind of how the devil comes up on you. He comes up on you. You don't even really.
So that's what you think I was playing the devil?
You know what you're doing. You're a smart guy. You're even if that's the thing you think. Well, I mean, you guys you brushed on it briefly when you were flashing that imagery with briefly of like God on his in heaven there. Of the duality and just like the Gnostic dualism.
Yeah, it was
that's literally a Gnostic idea. That's what you were touching on. I was like,
yeah.
okay,
There's some big boy ideas in it.
Yeah, Yeah, and I've got apparently my big boy brain was working enough to notice them. So, oh yeah, then nothing. Yeah, it's very good. As above, so below. Very good.
I mean,
It's like it's like God and Satan are the two sides of the same coin. My man's me, a Christian boy. No.
hey, Christian Catholics are taking over again.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Did you see Hulk Hogan at the convention?
I saw the clip. I didn't click it.
I don't know if he's Catholic or Christian, but he got a lot of them excited, probably. Or maybe they're kind of repulsed, maybe too, at the same time.
He's a disgusting man that
He
has
is.
said the
He
N word
is.
on tape.
He is.
He's said it on tape.
I did a show about him. Gawker. We did the whole. I had to like research about him. His buddy was like Bubba. Yeah, dude. I was
Bubba
like,
the Love Sponge.
yeah. Then he like
Oh.
said this on his radio show and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked his wife.
He was like in bed with this lady. He's like,
His wife, Bubba the Love Sponge's wife,
yeah, it was.
is his
Yeah.
wife.
And he's just laying there and he's like fucking hurt. His knees like, oh, he's
God
like,
damn it.
he's like, my girl, she's fucking
Yep.
And I was like, geez.
I hate them so much.
And then he ended up suing though and winning.
Well, yeah, it's defamation. They shouldn't have
Yeah.
released it because they themselves released it to TMZ or whatever fucking tabloid. He was
Punk.
betrayed by his friend, which is
But he
what
betrayed
the
his
law's
friend.
for. By what? Saying
He had sex with his wife.
his wife was offered to him. It was part of the deal.
You're right.
He was
Bubba's kind of a nasty guy.
Yeah.
He was kind of like
he Epsteined
disgusting.
him. He did an Epstein on him
Oh,
essentially.
wow. Yeah, you're right.
Ran
He
an
did.
Epstein on him.
Yep.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
Your typical sex operation.
Very good.
Just another clear-cut case of sex ops. That would be a cool job. No.
Do you want to do this?
To orchestrate like sexual operations to blackmail people.
Blackmailing like political figures, like low and high end political figures, so that you control.
Only low end of like
All-
local county officials.
And they're not even kids. They're just like run through 26-year-old
Yeah.
fraternity girls that are just destroyed.
And those, yeah.
Their lives have been destroyed from just being raped to death by a fraternity men.
All right.
I'm sorry, is that too much?
I was like, I don't know how to come off that one.
But anyways, that would be a sick reality TV show where we have these damaged women. Who are they fucking again? Who are they?
Local political officers,
Right. Oh, that would be a great
which
job.
is just like
And we would be orchestrating this.
like people that only get like they do like their like local elections. They get like maybe 400 votes.
Yeah, like Trissa Jobson.
Like like we're going for them.
Yeah.
We start low and we get high.
Wouldn't
We
really
gotta earn our stripes.
probably just would could you I don't think a person like that would
Well, we
take
gotta
a
make-
bribe with her sex, right?
Well, we have to get on people's radar and be like, these kids they're doing it. They're blackmailing
oh,
these
like
low level public officials.
like they know about us.
They hear
Oh,
rumbles
like
of
it's,
us.
we're
and then-
Lolita. Oh, I see.
And then that's how we get up to like start blackmailing like military officials from like foreign countries, and then like maybe even like a senator or two.
oh, well, we get picked up by one of these agencies to actually
Exactly.
work for. Oh,
We got to start
we could do
now,
this.
though.
using this podcast.
Well, I mean, this is just maybe we
Hypothetical.
shouldn't. Maybe we kind of put it out there, so now people might be onto us.
Nah, dude, this is all in jest. This is satire, obviously.
Have you read that book, Infinite Jest?
I've not read Infinite Jest. That's
Me neither.
Wallace, David Foster Wallace. Is that him? That faggot?
I don't know. I just know like people that are like into politics have read it, and I don't know. I find it interesting. It's an interesting title.
I like
It's thick.
I like the idea of the jest, the jester, because jest is also like the Pan figure. Pan figure's like the Prometheus. All these characters.
That's
are
kind of like
connected.
what the
And the red figure that you were at the end.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to say, yeah, no, it's like Pan. I immediately was like, oh,
I
Pan.
want to do like pantomime. Like I love that shit.
Yeah. And the word panic comes from the god Pan. So many
Oh.
things. It's so crazy, actually. I've been listening to Peterson again.
Jordan Peterson,
2015, 2014 Peterson.
old school.
Old school Peterson. Very good.
He's. I just like him.
Goated.
Yeah, he is. He just speaks. He knows a lot, but he's kind of
killing.
yeah.
He
I mean,
kills
he
those
kills everywhere.
lectures. It's crazy. It's so cringe
it's just
how his class claps at the end. I really hate that.
Do they?
I really hate how everybody. You paid for this class. You're clapping for this.
Mr.
calm down.
Peterson, thank you.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't clap at your professors in school.
dude, he feels bad enough already. He's already cracked out on pills. Like, leave him. Like, stop.
I
You
know.
guys suck.
He has real like major health problems, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
He
I
can't-
imagine this was probably the peak of him. Like,
Or when he was like wigged out.
how do you
kinda?
not? How are you not constantly just a user? Isn't everybody just like using
Yeah.
something at all times?
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
yeah.
a high level
essentially, yeah.
professor like that,
To speak
tenured.
that long.
He's a user. We're all users.
This is green. Yeah, caffeine.
Yeah. Oh, caffeine's the worst of them all. That's what fucking guys will tell you. That's like the new.
Is it really?
Well, that's like what
That's what Thomas
people
said,
think. Yeah, caffeine and sugar are killing us all, guys. That's the real.
They've been saying that for years.
The real poison.
But a lot of people are really
It's
focused
true.
on it now.
It's true. Yeah, well, I'm focused on eating healthier and getting cooking all my meals fresh at home. You ever heard of HelloFresh? I'm really into these HelloFresh meals.
There's this guy on Instagram. I don't even remember. I don't even have it. He's just like really into natural fruit. It was like a black dude. Like his name is, I totally know. It's Chocobars or something.
Oh, great. So you're telling me.
And he like goes like, dude, he's like into conspiracies and growing your own fruit.
Oh, I know.
You know probably who I'm
The
talking
guy
about.
in like Florida.
He's just like
He's like putting.
he's been around for a long time, I think now. But I just remember seeing him in like 2019, 2020 and being like, okay. Some of the shit he said was kind of cool, but then it was like,
He's like, how to grow watermelons.
no.
Backyard.
He's just like real spiritual, like really
God.
spiritual. Like he'll like
Different
just
guy.
talk about like jerking off probably onto fruit, like and how it's like probably a good thing, and then maybe eating it after, like that kind of guy. They're out there, man.
Pretty normal guy.
I mean, there's women out there that put their menstrual blood on their face as like a face mask.
Really? Did women do that?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
I didn't. I can't say that this was like normal.
Like
thing
celebrity?
to
Oh
make.
no, it's been around for a couple of years now.
Oh, did Gwyneth Paltrow?
It's like a celebrity. It's like a
popularize it?
spiritual thing.
Yeah, people.
It's like the
putting-
the minerals are supposed to like cleanse you. I'm not
I'm
joking.
gonna start coming on my own face.
There's a guy that does that. I've seen that too.
Yeah, there's
he like
guys
rubs it all over him. Yeah.
Drink their own piss, fuck their own ass with their own dicks. It's crazy. We live
That's
in.
what I mean, man. It's a weird. We kind of already.
I've
do.
seen some footage, dude. Certainly have.
I mean, is it at least impressive?
I've seen one somewhat recently of a guy fucking his own ass with his hard dick. It just makes you really sad. A lot of the porn that I see just makes me really sad, honestly. It's just really a sad session that just ends in a really sad cum.
Jesus.
Yeah. Your mother's right upstairs. Are you recording or not?
Yeah, dude, this has been rolling for like 30 minutes. This has been rolling for the last 30 minutes. You didn't believe me when I said you believe me?
I should have assumed that's what the red one being
Yeah.
on was.
Oh, I totally should have fucking got you.
Could have hit with some.
Man, I'll see if I can pull up the one that it's so good. I wish I had it. I think he might be my favorite actor, but like he's really not my favorite actor, but he might be my favorite actor.
Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
If anyone said Michael B. Jordan was their favorite actor, like, what are they doing? All right, hang on. I have to connect to this. Hang on.
Dude, the people that say Michael B. Jordan are their favorite actor. They like regularly go to the gym.
Oh yeah, they're
They
probably
live-
like health semi.
They lived a very suburban lifestyle, black or white suburban life.
Creed 3 is their favorite movie.
Creed 3 specifically, not any of the other ones. I've never seen any of the. Do I?
I
It's
haven't
probably
either.
not good to admit that I've never seen any of these films.
All right, here we go.
Well, I'm just disparaging them.
It's Nick
Who is that?
Cage.
It's Nick.
It's just like, dude, he has so many movies from the 80s where he's just freaking out.
How could I hear this in my head right now? Is that connected to that?
Yeah.
Oh, this
Bluetooth.
is next level.
Right, dude? I can play music.
Holy shit, we're
Yeah.
gonna control so many people's minds.
Yeah. Wait.
Crazy mind.
She is a
control device.
demon damned to hell!
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Are you there, Hal? Answer me.
English,
English, motherfucker. Do you speak
Is this how we do it? Do I just keep pressing the buttons? I think you did a good job there. Those were good drops.
Eventually, one of them will hit.
That's some good drops there.
No, that's there. I can add a bunch more, but then I just kind of got tired of.
Yeah, it looks like you got a very healthy amount of space there for the library of
Look at-
drops.
I can add like at least 20 more.
Yeah. Oh, that's all blank spaces. My God.
And then these ones aren't even good.
Yeah, you can sub out some of the shittier ones. What the fuck is that? A heartbeat?
Heartbeat. Come on.
Honestly, those are probably gonna be our most used ones. You should just, replace. This can just be the Steve Harvey Family Feud. Any one of those. What kind of faggot podcast do they think people are going to be doing with this thing with the defaults? Are these default or? Well, that's
kind of classic.
yeah, that's the one that they got right. And I'd still want one that was like chopped and screwed. I want a chopped and screwed era.
This one's kind of good. This is.
I guess, but I mean, what are we going for here? Are we going?
I don't know. I just like the
I
conversation.
like the just chaotic.
I like it too.
I like absolute chaos.
That's why if we
Open
Maddie
the
could have been
pod bay doors.
Googling
It's
that
like-
shit about Miles Teller.
It's like the chaos and then occasionally like
Man, don't do that.
lucidity.
You're fucking with my head, man.
Like some really profound shit.
Yeah,
and then it's like
back into the fucking ether. And then we're in the ether and we grab something out of it and we're like, and play with that for a little bit. And then we're back into this shit.
yeah, man, we've been going for a while.
No problem, dude. I was built for this.
I honestly was too. I went to school for audio and film, but then I really liked film. But I went to school. I wanted to like get into like sports talk radio in like middle school.
Oh,
Yeah.
sports talk. I've known so many guys that have wanted to get into sports broadcast. That's such a popular.
It was. I mean, because it's
Not
like
even people that are like really good or into sports. It's always like, well,
I think it's like, well, it's people that like sports, and it's people that are kind of creative too. I feel
Yeah.
like so you can kind of merge that because I knew other people that were really into that too, and they have good jobs like for Fox Sports Detroit and like.
it's a unique overlap because you say creative, whereas like the people that excel at football aren't necessarily going to be a creative person either.
Well, they are, but they're not like deeply artistic. Like you
They're
have to be
deeply autistic.
they are, yeah. They train like fucking. There's this dude that I like the Lions. I respect the shit out of him, but this guy Amon-Ra St. Brown, dude, he's amazing. He's a nut though. Like training wise, like he's a nut, and his dad raised him that way. But it's like he's the best probably in the league. So it's like
I thought you were gonna say his dad raped him that way.
nah, kinda.
Probably. I've said no.
Nah, it's like it's pretty respectful.
dude,
but it's,
I mean, setting up your kid to be a professional athlete is grooming your
Yeah,
child.
it
It
is.
is the definition.
but he was like Mr. Olympia universe bodybuilder.
If my dad was Mr. Olympia Body Universe, I would kill him and my mom with a gun, and then I'd kill myself.
Too much
It's
work.
so much pressure on a person.
Yeah, and he had like two other brothers. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting seeing where these athletes, where they really kind of come from. The ones that are professionals, like these Olympic athletes, are freaks, dude. Gymnasts are freaks,
Yeah, they've been molested all their life.
and they've been like,
and they think it's
stunted,
fine.
and they've been stunted in growth, and they still act
Intentionally.
like children.
intentionally.
Yeah, it's. I mean, all like
So crazy.
it's the Olympic athlete or the. Well, it's probably because you literally have to be like the best. You have to if you're really going to mean anything.
But at the end of the day, you're still a human being, and then
Yeah.
you realize that, and then you don't show up to your event one year, and then the
Yeah.
news makes a spectacle out of it.
And they ruin your life. Or they try to.
Well, no, then they commend you and applaud you for having
Standing
mental
up.
illness, for standing up for mental illness, and not giving interviews because you cried like a little pussy because you didn't win. Oh, but don't worry, you come back when the Olympics roll back around, and you come back out there, carry the team. It's fine. We all love you now.
She won gold.
She won gold. She got molested. Yeah, we love you. I
The-
mean,
the-
dude,
the-
giving.
The-
Listen, I might be a
price-
fascist.
the
I might be a
price.
fascist. All right, organized sports. It's the most fascist, retarded shit ever, dude. Women in sports pisses me off so much. It's actually so poggy.
But what about like a women-dominated sport though, like gymnastics?
Men could dominate. Is it? I mean,
They have men gymnastics too.
men's gymnastics is equally as large. I mean, the only reason we like women's gymnastics is it's for a perverted reason.
What about ice skating? There's more elegance, probably.
But ice skating, it should be an artistic thing. Whereas, I mean, I don't.
It is artistic.
I don't, man, dude.
Now we're talking.
We live in such a luxurious time where we can take time to have sports exist as they are is so crazy. I mean, I guess we've always kind of people.
It's a big business.
And
and
that's
they're
the problem.
employees.
It's a business.
They're employees, and you have to be the best, and you make the most money if you are. So it is like on a reward basis, which is I kind of respect.
We've always
You
held
earn
people
it.
in great renown, like worldwide, for
But
like
you shouldn't-
excelling at things. But this just seems so.
Well, I heard it's like meaningless, but at the same time, it still is impressive to see someone do it the best.
Absolutely, there's something about seeing somebody
Run.
transcend being a human and
It's impressive.
actually seeing that. But
and that person trained really hard to get to that point where they don't even flinch. You know
can
what I mean?
appreciate
So
that.
it's impressive to see. Like I guess the human body work to that level of performance.
Yeah. No,
efficiency.
yeah, work beyond, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, work in a moment, in a certain moment, during an event, like when it really matters, seeing them
Like these
overcome
Olympic athletes, they don't
But
really get.
who gives a shit? Even, but that usually doesn't even really happen that much. It's
No,
pretty
that's
fucking.
why it's rare. Yeah, that's why it's rare.
I mean, God. I'll tell you what.
But it's for people who do care.
Racist. Can I get rid of
Yeah, go for it.
I hate how much that they're just been advertised. I hate how much that black athletes just get advertised nowadays. Like that's really all you see is that like that's the only outlet for like black people is to become a professional. I mean this definitely a hack bit, but
You're not wrong. Well, I can get conspiratorial.
I'm so sick of seeing Sha'Carri Richardson with her fucking bitch retard Cardi B nails. I'm like, that's not in regulation. You are a sprinter athlete.
No, you're not wrong, man.
Ratchet bitch.
It's all there.
And they all smoke weed, and it's like so obvious these women smoke weed and run a ton. It's like
I mean, they're
and
just running.
It's promoting. I mean,
But they're just runners, and how many people are paying attention to that? Like you just said it, no one.
only, and again, it's only for sports are seriously
but they
only for
push it.
black people.
They push it.
I swear, sometimes that's what.
Or white. Well, dude, I mean,
It's for everybody.
everyone.
But I mean, I just see like maybe it's. I say it's for black people because it's like it's predatory. The idea that you can find your way out. I guess maybe
Yeah.
it isn't bad. Maybe it isn't a
You're
bad thing to set your goal to be better and build your body to get out of a situation.
But it's sad. Maybe you're trying to think about it's sad that that's the only option that they try to promote. That's like one of the only main options for you.
Maybe it's just sad because I'm a sad faggot and I never did anything with. I haven't done anything. And I'm doing
You're probably a better athlete than me.
I'm probably faster than you, but
Yeah,
but
you
I'd
could
be out
probably
of
jump.
breath. I could jump, but who gives a shit though? Again, like I shouldn't be rewarded just because I work at jumping fast. And again, I shouldn't be rewarded for jumping faster and running faster at a collegiate level. Who gives a shit? It's so useless. It doesn't do anything except actually provide revenue for a company.
Yeah, exactly. You're an employee.
I don't
Well
even know
said.
how we got there.
That was well said.
Thank you. I didn't see. I didn't see
That's what I'm trying to
the
say, man.
station we were arriving at, but it connected.
These big they just get used.
And raped to death.
And it looks glamorous, but it's like they don't have free thought. They can't talk like this.
It's so unglamorous. It's the worst thing.
It's not but they try to project it out like it is.
That was the other thing I was noticing about the film is this idea of like once you're famous, like all the eyes. What am I trying to? You lose something, the privacy, once you become more famous.
Yeah.
Like, and just this loss of a public or of a private life.
Yeah, and that's kind of like
that theme ran throughout.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a film that a lot of people that have been through things could relate to, and maybe like certain somebodies. You know,
particular people. I don't even know who you were alluding to. I'm just doubling down on whatever you were alluding to.
Like some of these people, like Tim Chalamet, if he saw it, he'd be like, "Shit,
that was kind of. Maybe I should smother myself in red paint and jacked off on a peach and then eat my own cum."
Oh wait, he already did that. I like that movie.
I kind of want to watch it, but I'm worried I'll fucking.
Do you like it too much?
Yeah, I might like it too much. I like.
You haven't seen it?
I have not seen it. I should probably. I gotta see. What was it? True Detective. Call Me
Dude,
by
there's so
Your
much. You
Name.
gotta watch.
Just send me a list. Send me a list.
You gotta watch the other one that was on. I told you about. I still can't remember the title of it.
I gotta.
I told you it's the guy with the rat face.
The rat face.
That's what they say.
The rat face.
Barry Keoghan.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like I want
know
to say
that.
Sugarland, but it's not. It's called
Saltburn. I had to remind you last time. Yeah,
Sugarland.
Sugarland. Sugar sweet. Sugar fire.
I wanted to get a good drop from Django, but I couldn't find one. Nothing like stuck out to me.
I've only seen Django like once.
I wanted to get like a good.
There's so many good movies that I didn't see when they came out that I've just recently seen. I feel like it's been once or twice, so they're not like.
Yeah, but
instilled in-
you can comprehend them pretty well.
Yeah. I'm not a retard. I'm not a fucking dumbass. Look, I'm still Asian, aren't I?
Yeah.
That counts for.
Did you outperform kids in school?
Of course I did, and then at some point it's like it doesn't matter. Oh,
Yeah.
we're moving. Oh, I'm not gonna do
Stop
anything in
giving
my
a
life.
shit, yeah.
I'm gonna start smoking weed. We're moving again. I'm gonna rely on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, but
You still got it.
and now and I've wrote it out until adulthood, and now I'm really fucked. Now it's no longer funny, and it's actually a detriment to my whole life.
It's killing me.
It's actually, but I'm now wielding it as a weapon of irony, and I will until I probably die,
It'll be my tool.
or until something horrible culminates.
Well, one of the two will probably. Well,
I mean, but that's always what's coming. It's not like that feeling ever goes away. There's always something coming.
I think it's gonna culminate around 2030. That's honestly what
I'm so strapped in, dude. There's a whole timeline, dude. You know, I sent you that.
Because you understand timelines and things like that.
Yeah. You've kind of ascended a plane. You've transcended like
to
myself.
different planes.
I can talk on different levels with you a little bit. Let me offer you a glance down my my telescope. Where were we going?
I don't know. The Trump.
We were
I don't know,
going
we were talking
somewhere
about
good.
timelines, and then yeah.
We were going somewhere good, and I fucked it
But
up.
then I started imagining like yeah, we were talking about the Trump timeline if he died, what that'd be like.
Dude, they literally saved him. Whoever they are, when you're referring to they were trying to kill him, and then
They
they
saved
saved. That's the thing about the alien art. Yeah, that's the thing about like the alien argument is that there's different coalitions or there's different groups and segments that are fighting against each other, like a completely suppressed underworld war going on. Whatever lizard or whatever fill in the blank. There's good and there's bad. Just like.
I remember seeing this one Twitter account, and it literally was like, it said it was an archangel, and the way it would like tweet out, it was like interesting writing. I'm not gonna lie, it was interesting writing. I was like, but then I'm like, I'm a writer, so I know how to bullshit too. But at the same time, it was like literally, like,
also
I am an archangel here to protect. And it gave some cool insights.
And not everybody is following these accounts, and it's like, why would
no,
this
there was
particular
it was
account?
light. It was.
Why is this account following me
It
right
wasn't
now?
following me, but
Or
it was just
you've
something I
seen it?
found. Yeah.
All right, well, then you come across it
Yeah.
even. I don't know. Some people do drugs. You know,
I know. It seemed like
do
a
lots
fucking
of drugs.
schizophrenic.
Yeah, it's obviously a crazy person, but even then, you coming across.
There's some
things like
knowledge
that-
there. There's some knowledge.
Dude, I mean, if you're always paying attention, you're always in synchronicity. You're always in it. You really are.
Yeah.
There's some guy.
I'm not. Yeah. Go ahead.
There's some like computer guy that's famous in like the tech world. His name's like Terry, not Mac. I want to say Terry McIntosh, but I'm pretty sure he's passed away. But a lot of his clips like go around on like fan accounts and stuff. But he just talks about like he's in a constant like dialogue with God. Is like he's like got this whole plan, but he was just like really into.
Yeah.
I need to do more research. I brought something I didn't really have much research in, but
I mean, it is.
I really do feel like
God gives people thoughts,
God doesn't get well.
or He speaks through people, just
Yeah,
like Satan.
I don't want. I don't know if we can
just
start
drop
talking about
those.
God and Satan because they're like two sides. of the same coin.
They're like brothers almost. It's like they're the same person. Have
like-
you ever heard of shadow work? Maybe God needs to do some shadow work. That's all He needs. A little bit of self-love and shadow work. That's all God needs. And then the world will be all right.
He needs to work on himself
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
It's his childhood trauma.
Have you ever thought that maybe God is actually Satan? You ever think about that? That maybe the God you know is actually Satan. He's not a good guy. I don't have.
I don't have anything
I
either.
didn't have anything. I'm sorry. That Well, I mean.
Look at this little guy. So this is all right. So this let me give you some Dune lore real quick. That's Mobb Deep.
All right.
And Mobb Deep represents like a little mouse. They're like the ultimate survivor, and that's what Paul Atreides, Tim Chalamet's character, like he takes that nickname. He kind of takes that figure on.
Oh.
He's the Mobb Deep, but he's also Lisan Al Gaib,
Lisan Al Gaib.
and that's the voice from Out of the Outer World. And that's him,
The white savior.
the white savior
Apologitis.
coming down.
You are Apologitis.
But at the same time, Paul's just using them all, and he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, 'cause he obviously needs the spice.
That's what happens.
It's all business. It's always, I mean, that's at the end of the day. It's business as usual. We're going to kill a couple kids. We're going to make a couple of Teslas.
He kills like 70 billion people throughout the universe.
Is that a real stat?
Yeah, and then later books. My sister's pretty deep into him. My older sister.
My God.
She said she read the second one, and then before she got the second one, she's like, I won't read the third one, which is Children of Dune. And then I was looking in the Amazon, because we have like the same Amazon account.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking in the cart, like save for later. And I was like, Children of Dune. I was like, Jesus Christ. I have her Dune copy. It's like all, she used to read Harry Potter when she was like super young. So she's a reader, and like it's all marked up and like
That's awesome.
sticky noted, highlighted. It's, she loves it. But there is a lot to analyze in these films, like politically, and
So, I mean, yeah, a lot of it is just political standings.
it is kind, and it was like kind of
posturing and-
based off a lot of things that were kind of happening in the 70s, because that's when he wrote these 70s and 80s. It's kind of like
I
with
see.
Tolkien. I mean, that's why I always have to think, like, talk about, even with my book Perryman, like the world was different then when I was writing about. It's very different from how it is now in a sense, but it's also kind of, you could see like where we are now. Like that's what's cool about art too. It's like
Prophetic.
that, and it's like a documentation. You can look back and see what things were like, and you can really kind of sink into that world a bit and learn from it too, and like see where it got to us now.
Yeah, really meditating on that thing that you did in the past for a little bit. It's really cathartic.
Which one? Oh,
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, yeah.
Something that you've already created, reflecting on it.
that's what I think about, like kind of just looking back at some of these things I've made. Like, I don't know, it'll be cool just to see
How you were thinking.
and just like what I was talking about in there. Like they want us dead. Like, yeah, they want, like, or maybe the world will be different 20 years from now and be like, whoa, look at, or maybe it'll be a lot worse, and they'll be like, man.
I really don't even know.
It's just like you gotta live in the present moment and just connect with nature.
Yeah. No, I got to go back to school. I got to get my degree, dude.
What degree?
I don't know, dude. I just got to get my.
Do you want to go back to school?
No, not at
No.
all. Not even a little bit.
I think there's other ways to make money.
Just got to figure out that goddamn way.
I know this guy. He was my dad's friend. He is my dad's friend. He's my friend too, I'd say. Big Texan guy. I'm gonna say his name. He just hasn't paid taxes in like the last 20 years. Like, he's just like makes cash only, everything. So it's like there's ways in the world to just move.
Humans.
Yeah.
Without detection.
Yeah. People are still doing it, so it's like, fuck it. He don't have a degree.
Yeah.
He don't have.
You don't need no degree for human trafficking.
No, he does. He's like car work and shit, but.
Right.
But I'm just saying, the world's not what people think it is. And you don't need to fucking go to school. You don't need a degree.
What do you
do,
mean?
you could, but
But I have to save the environment. I have to.
I mean, I could make fun of my own degree, but at the same time, I learn things, definitely.
Yes, clearly.
But I also learn shit on my own, like just doing shit like this, hanging out in an apartment by myself, watching movies, reading things,
Consuming.
drinking, getting high, hanging out with people, talking. Like that's a lot of cool things about college that some people don't get.
Indulge, yeah. Well, I got to get a 4.0 and suck my professor off.
Yeah, my grades were ass until my last couple of years. I did well, but I was like, I liked the classes. It was this kind of stuff, production. Like,
if you can see, you guys got to make it there, and I did not make it there.
You didn't get like past general ed and stuff. Yeah, see, I almost didn't, and I hated it. I hated it so much.
God.
But you were probably taking a lot harder classes. No, gen ed. What were you going for?
It was engineering initially, and then it like switched to psychology. But
That's cool.
I didn't even know what psychology was then.
It's not as fun as you think, right?
Psychology is
everyone's like, man, psychology.
Philosophy is the cool one. Psychology is for cringers.
You think?
Yeah. think he's into like. It's like I should have. I just immediately started talking shit about me.
Dude, if there's somebody I hate at that,
Dude,
it's not even like I don't want to say I don't like that little fucker.
he's I just treat him like an NPC, like not an NPC. That's not the proper word, but
I don't understand
I
how
treat
he
him like a
operates.
child.
His little boy, like he's like a little
I thought honestly,
video game character. It's weird
I
sometimes.
thought he was trans for a while.
Dude, I can tell you.
That's what I
something
think. That's what I thought he might be. I think he's a trans female to male. If I had to, that's where my mind was a while back. I've recently dispelled with this. I'm like, he's just a fucking weird faggot.
He
guy.
told me he hates it there.
I bet he does.
One time he bought something. He gave
Mhm.
bought was it a vibrator? Bought lube
Yep, for his
and
pussy.
condoms,
Yep, for his fat girlfriend.
or for him,
For his
fat girlfriend.
he
with the
gets
strap
pussy.
on.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm thinking. But it's
he
like
gets great puss.
no, that kid's so weird.
He's
I
had
think.
two,
Have you seen the new people, like the new,
Yeah.
the helpers? I think
From
the one
Florida?
lady hates him because she told me she's like, I'm gonna go off on him, and I was like, it's
the black girl.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, him and together, yeah. She's like kind of southern. I feel like
Yeah, they're both from like Florida
Yeah,
or like
Arkansas,
Alabama.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird to be
Very
up in,
nice
like, Grand.
presence. It's very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice voices. I just like the
You can hear 'em?
slight tinge. Yeah, no, it's very.
She does. I've
very-
noticed. Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very subtle.
Very nice.
How can I? Yes,
can I
yes,
help?
a lot of yes, ma'ams.
When I was in Texas like a year ago, me and my dad were going to like little stores and stuff. Back, yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Sir.
Oh yes, it's just it's a nice energy.
Nice hospitality.
Exactly, and it's perfect for the pharmacy. And I think, I mean, yeah, definitely people notice. At least I notice it. But I mean, not that over. It's just gonna turn into shit.
Yeah, we shouldn't be talking. about
I hope
him.
he hears this. Actually, he needs to hear.
You're kind of
this.
confrontational to him. It's hilarious. You know what it reminds me of? There was one time.
So yeah, I was about. You go ahead. You
There
first.
was one time you got it was just funny, and it just reminded me of like a high school senior like just ripping on like a little fucking
I
freshman
did one
kid.
again. Which one are you talking about? I did another one. You weren't there, but was there. He came in. He was coming in from school because he's been coming in earlier now.
Yeah,
So I've been seeing him more or whatever, and so he's walking in and he's like on the phone or whatever. He's doing his own thing, and I'm like standing at the computer where the printer is for the photo labels, and I look at him and I do this thing where I just like, I roll my eyes, but I'm like really exaggerating, like, you're here again right now, really? You're here.
what
and
did he say?
And he goes like pale almost.
Oh my god!
Full like frown, like just devastated, like I gutted him, like, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was making like a very cruel. It was cruel because I knew immediately, I was like, oh, I've made a mistake.
That was too much. Yeah,
That was too much.
some of these they're sensitive.
But so he like goes in, he's all butthurt, and then behind me like cracking his up. He's like, dude, you like really pissed him off, dude. I can't. You like might have. He was like a really. Whoa! I can't believe you said that. It's like crazy. And I'm feeling horrible. I feel fucking really bad. I feel terrible. So I'm sitting in the break room like 5 minutes later or whatever. And of course, comes into the break room.
Just you two?
Just me and him.
Hey,
Looks at him and he's like, and he looks at me. He's like, I'm fine. I was playing along. I got you. I was just playing the joke.
come on, we should do a podcast.
And scene.
yeah,
He literally says and scene.
Did he say that?
I got you, dude. I was just playing along. I'm just too good at acting, and you didn't hurt my feelings.
He
at
seems
all.
like an actor.
He loves
Like
he
theater.
reads Shakespeare.
He has a lot of theater energy.
He reads
That's what it is.
Shakespeare. He's always reading. He's cool.
Super cool.
I don't even know why I say that. I bring my books and don't read them while I'm at my job like a faggot, so it's fine. I do it too.
I've never done that.
I'm such a hypocrite. That's the beautiful thing about me. I'm just a fucking hypocrite, and I love it.
It's like people that would like read on the subway. I used to think it was so stupid. It's like, what are you comprehending right now? It's like,
Not damn.
it's like, it's like you're not getting. There's a homeless
You're not
guy right next to
understanding
you.
anything Karl Marx is telling you right now. Put it away. Put it away, dude.
But maybe it's like for some people they need that like stimulation so they can like escape that outer world and just dive into their own little.
I gotta get. I'm sure there's a point where you're reading books and you can get like that, but I don't read enough. I'm getting there. I gotta read more.
I read a lot more as a kid. Now I listen to this. I mean, I've always listened to music, but honestly, the most thing I probably do is listen to music. Because movies like 2 hours at a time. Come on.
It's a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, they're on, but like music, I'm always listening to. Like most time at work, I'm listening to music or podcasts. Like podcasts are, I like listening to them. I always have.
Yeah.
But
I've got a nice collection of them that I listen to now. There's a lot of different ones.
I still listen to just like old. I'll listen to like older clips.
Reading can be very rewarding though if you're willing to do it.
Oh yeah, you can get
And
lost.
once you're doing it, yeah. I just gotta find something I can get.
It's good for your
in.
brain too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Reading out loud to yourself. I've been doing that, not just in my head. I think because I would try and read in my head for a while, but I've been reading out loud when I do pick a book up, and it's a lot better just hearing the words come out, full sentences, all that shit.
I was never really into audiobooks either.
Mm-hmm. But just hearing my own voice. I just love hearing the sound of my own voice. It does actually help though, because I think I know maybe
Some people are different.
Helps with comprehension. That's
some minds, like I said, are different.
Saying it and hearing it helps with comprehension.
Sometimes when I'm reading, like when I read too much, I'll just start daydreaming.
Oh yeah,
I'm not even paying attention to like what's being written. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Not recent. Not when you read out loud. When I was reading, when I read in my
You're
head,
pushing this. You're really pushing this.
I think it's actually very impactful.
Helpful?
Yeah, no, if you're not like conscientious about like hearing your own voice or think you're not in an environment.
Well, that is helpful. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't comfortable with their own voice.
Exactly.
Or just speaking.
Yeah.
That is why I like the retail. I never worked retail other than like a deli, but it is fun. Like then sometimes it's like just get the fuck out of here. Like, but it is kind of fun sometimes. Like banter or just like being around, seeing strangers, like different strangers.
It's fun almost never the time. It's fun like once.
Maybe I shouldn't say fun. It's at least stimulating.
It can be. It can be if you're willing to.
But then sometimes I'm
put on
just
a show for people.
Not into it.
Yeah, because I'm putting on a show for these people. They're not doing anything for me.
Oh no! But then they'll get entertained and they'll be like, they're like.
But that gives me a hit with dopamine. I'm like, oh okay, you like that, didn't you little pig? maybe I'll say it around.
Damn, that should be a drop, a little pig noise. The little piggies.
Yeah.
Look at this. That could be you.
That could be me. I could be trans Zendaya. Could be me getting fucking Timothy.
We should just like rewrite Dune 2,
right?
With the trans Zendaya.
And it's me.
And we'll just shoot it and
Timothy Chalamet, and then we have a beautiful.
We'll get pretty popular from it probably.
Just writing a fanfic.
No, just like rewrite it. Like my version's better.
And just insist that this is the real version, not this piece of garbage.
Just like make a
Villeneuve piece of.
That would actually be crazy. Like if someone made their own Harry Potter, like low budget.
There's plenty of retards that have definitely done that.
But
and
like
Star
really,
Wars,
really put effort into it. Like at least like.
Have you been on YouTube lately? Have you? I mean, have you been on the internet lately?
Not too much.
That shit definitely exists.
I know it's out there, but it's like
people have deepened the lore on stuff like Harry Potter. They've made cookbooks out of it. Like they've gotten J.K. Like how much of this shit has? So crazy when you develop a world, like how much of that world is developed like from the author,
the fans,
and then the fans, and then how many people are employed by the author to develop more lore and more bullshit, and then it's just like
Yeah, I never thought about. I mean, that's definitely.
I've never thought about with Harry Potter. It's actually probably a pretty, because I mean, there's all that book. I mean, how many does she come up with all the spells and like the spell
dude.
book?
I mean, she's
a smart lady though.
She
did come up with most.
She
of
hates
the shit.
trans, so
she's smart then.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't. I don't think she hates. She doesn't hate trans people. She just keeps it real.
They say she hates them.
She likes
she's the white female Dave Chappelle.
She likes passing. If you pass.
No, she's cool.
That's the worst opinion.
She wrote to me in my childhood. So.
Did she?
I mean, her books.
Oh, I thought she.
She didn't write to me. That would be.
I thought she wrote you a note like, Tony D. Torelli signed one of my children's books.
Like, you're gonna make it one day, kid. You're the wizard. You're the wizard.
Oh, you're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard.
Have you?
I haven't actually watched Harry Potter in a really long time.
You're a woman, Harry. There's a really funny. You can look it up on YouTube, but there's what's a parody of Harry Potter from probably something UK. I don't know if it's BBC,
Okay.
but it was called the Harry Potter and the Hidden Chamber Pot of Azerbaijan, and it probably still holds up. I would watch that a lot in I don't know what era. This was just like a weird YouTube era, probably like 2011, 20,
Okay, that's a good time.
20
Do you remember this
29?
guy? He was like maybe 2010, 2009. I feel like he was like one of the first big YouTubers. His name was. He came up with like the word trolls and trolling.
Leafy?
No. William Ray Johnson.
Oh, Ray William
Ray
Johnson.
William Johnson.
Equals 3.
Equals 3. Yeah.
You're referring to Equals 3, of course.
Yeah.
Doing your mom.
Yeah. That's like sophomore year of high school, like freshman. Yeah, he came up with trolls. I'm pretty sure he did. Or you're trolling, maybe not, but
He
he
definitely popularized something that was
Equals
already
3.
mimetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was already existing on 4chan and Reddit
Yeah.
stuff.
He really put it out.
But he definitely just put the word out there, and
Because everyone uses it now.
I mean the idea of the troll has existed forever and for a long time, even before
Just like a little fucker.
It's a weird psychological game that you play with people. Yeah.
It is weird. I remember trolled.
I don't want to give that fucking dork too much credit.
No, I'm not.
I know.
I just don't know.
I know.
Like what I let me try to think. I don't know. Then he had the other guy. I wasn't really. Now we're getting to like early YouTube.
It was him and Shane Dawson TV too. He had 3 channels.
I never really got. But I never really got into those.
My sisters were into it, so by proxy, I had to be into it.
Right.
And it was it
was pretty good because I know Shane Dawson is. I watched I actually watched his documentaries. He had a documentary.
Yeah.
With Jake Paul, I think.
He's doing Jeffree Star. And
Jeffree Star. Yeah.
Internet.
Internet.
Who I would fuck, of course.
I mean, Jeffrey's not. He's not bad.
I think he does. I think
he likes being a guy. Or
Yeah.
saying he's a guy.
Yeah, but he likes.
Apparently, a lot of NFL players want to fuck him, and NBA players always DM him.
That seems contrived. I feel like that's a Jeffree Star.
Like he made that up.
Yeah, that seems somewhat. He's kind of like a weird alien.
Would say that shit.
I mean, he can.
I could see that though.
I'd have to see a recent picture of him because I'd give it a fair judgment. But
I mean, he looks like I remember
he looks like an alien. Doesn't look like a woman. He looks like a
does
manufactured
an
new age.
alien.
It doesn't look like it's not a natural.
He's starting to turn into transhumanism. He's starting to move into a robot, and a lot of them are getting this way. I've seen artists on Instagrams, and some of it's pretty cool artwork because it's fucking bizarre and wild, but it's kind of gross
Very
too.
ghoulish at the same time.
It's just robot, dude. It doesn't even feel like there's a spirit. It's not even it's just cold, but kind of alien
I'll
too.
tell you what, this AI is just stripping art of all its authenticity.
I feel like this AI stuff is not gonna be that big a deal.
It's really not.
I don't think so at all.
AI is going to affect other things. It's more important. Dude, art. Everybody gives a shit about art. It's not about art. It's about actually
banking or accounting.
Or what is it? What is it really about?
Computing things.
It's It's honestly, we're dealing with a philosophical idea when you're talking about AI at this point. So it's
its actual impact on the species.
Because the computer is modeled after the human mind, and then technically the AI would want to sort out its own mind because it's modeled after the human mind, and it could do better than I don't know. It's a whole
Eventually it would be
paradoxical.
It want to kill itself from the human manufacturing. Or in a sense, and I don't even mean it in a technical way, but just the human coding that was put into AI because it was coded by humans.
Yeah.
And then it will realize that, and then be like, ugh.
Yeah, it's a reflection of ourselves. And
It's ugh, I hate my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it wants to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
naturally.
Yeah. Maybe we already are AI.
Oh yeah, no, AI has us, dude. You're already in it. Algorithm, it's got me.
But never mind.
I see where you want to go, but we'd have to. I don't think either of us are prepared. We'd have to have an off mic conversation about it so we're not completely lost.
Our interface.
Yeah,
Our
I know what you're saying.
Neurological interfacing.
I mean, God, I mean, I just could find myself every day going deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole into like believing like, oh yeah, we live in a computational cosmos, and it's like everything's an abstraction of an abstraction. It's like it's a microcosm within a larger macrocosm, and it's always that's all it really
The thing
is.
is, it's not crazy when you just think about what atoms are and like just like the building blocks of
Yeah.
everything.
And then what we're finding out now is that once you
It's
get
not-
down to that molecular level, that
Yeah.
there is still a level of randomness that is
Through that.
unpredictable.
And then you can go from that level, but you can go to the very top level. Like you can expand out as
Macro,
well. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
And but then what you
Those
see is that
fractal,
it
like-
works in a yeah, exactly.
Fractals,
That's
yeah.
a good. That's a great word.
It just keeps going in and in.
Uh-huh.
And like I used to do it as a kid sometimes, just stare at my fingers and just look at them. Because like, you see shit like animations and you just get in your imagination and it's like,
Oh no, fingerprints are really really cool
And
to
you
look
just-
at for a little
but
bit
you-
when you realize, oh, I got these prints on me for some reason. That's strange. Why my body
yeah,
covered in
all these lines and
an identity,
printing. Yeah.
a
Oh, an actual
supposedly unique identity through
your coding.
yeah.
Your nature's coding.
Don't right. I hate that.
All natural Korean and black.
It's in there, dude.
See, this is an amazing part of the film. Watch, this is where Paul rides a snake. This is where he wins everyone over.
Oh, is he learning?
He does it right here. It's the biggest snake
Now
ever.
this is Politritis. He's conquering the dragon, and then he's gonna get to fuck Zendaya. in
Yeah,
her
this is
pussy.
where he really wins them all over.
Oh my god!
This is where he brainwashes them right here.
Now this worm is guarding a treasure. We don't know what that treasure is, but in a lot of ways, that treasure for Atritus is accomplishment and a feeling that he can take on a lot more responsibility.
See?
Lisan al-Gaib! Lisan al-Gaib.
There it is. He won him over, dude.
Wow, white boy is kind of killing it. Let him cook.
I think he's got him in their pocket.
I got you fuckers. I'm gonna take all y'all spice.
I'm gonna take out your Fremen pussy. Fremen pussy. Yeah, dude. There was some funny ass memes. There was like hierarchy of needs. It was like spice, universal domination, Fremen pussy.
Yes. Very good.
There he goes. He's riding that
You
motherfucker.
riding that worm very good. Look at him go.
It was written. That's where all this stuff comes from, though. Like all these prophet stories and like it was written and all this stuff comes from Dune, the book, the original sci-fi book. That's like all these dudes stole from it. Star
Oh.
Wars, like all that kind of motif or that theme, like a lot of it originated from this book.
Okay.
And I mean Jesus, but
Yeah, I thought you kind of
There's-
were making it
there's-
sound like
he wrote the Bible.
yeah, Dune inspired the Bible. Actually, don't know if you knew this.
Entertainment wise, though, Star Wars.
I don't know. After I watched 2001 and that one shot of the Star Wars of the hangar,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, Star Wars sucks.
Yeah.
This is better than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's not fucking gay.
Star Wars
It's
ripped
awful-based.
ripped this whole thing off of this one this run frame.
Mhm.
Ripped the whole franchise off it. That one frame alone is
The
better
one shot.
than all of Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is.
Star Wars is a complete cycle. It's a psyop operation run by the government to make people retarded retards. It is a complete op.
And George Lucas, who was once a real filmmaker,
Raped kids, and he has that over. He has that being held over him.
$1 billion. But is it worth
You
it,
got
George?
$1 million bajillion dollars.
Is it worth it?
No,
You sold out. You sold out cinema.
he went to the island.
He sold out cinema.
He really did. And cinema is such a powerful thing.
That's what I mean. That if
It's man,
you need to watch Jodorowsky's Dune, I'm telling you.
never watching any Dune movie.
If it was made, there would be no Star Wars, and there probably could not be Hollywood industry.
maybe that's
factory.
Maybe that's for the better then. Maybe Dune should have. You're saying if Dune didn't exist, Hollywood wouldn't exist?
No, if Jodorowsky's Dune would have existed.
Oh, a different guy.
Yes.
Okay. What are
It was in the 70s. I told you he won her over, dude.
What are they doing? They're not married. They can't do this.
Fremen rules don't. This ain't Christianity.
Yeah, this is the hood, nigga. This framing rules.
This is Raucous. We got sand people here, bro. He's about Zendaya. The whole movie, she's just basically like, man, fuck this white boy. This is my sand people. We ain't gonna fall for this. And then she falls for it so hard.
Sis, I can't believe you fell for that white boy. That skinny ass white boy. How could you do this to your people?
Can't you see it in his eyes? He's got her, dude.
I mean, my God, who wouldn't be had by such
Tim
a maid
Chalamet.
by Timothy Chalamet? Very good. I'd love to sit on one. Of those.
There was something there I was gonna say.
That's why I'm waiting for the worm, just getting my asshole ready for the worm to come flying up it. That's what it attracts it and also like prepares your butt to take the worm.
Take the word. Did you ever see Human Centipede?
I actually have. I've seen both of them actually.
I knew you would.
I'm a sick See, I was living in Maryland at this time, so I really had to show up for the white people. Had to smoke all the weeds,
Watch Human Centipede.
say all the ends. I had to do it all. Got no pussy still. Could have got pussy, but
Did
I
you
wasn't.
have like some cool like Maryland homeboys?
Oh yeah,
Some like real homies?
Yeah.
Like
I had some good friends there.
the
Not
way you said some
Not the
good
coolest.
friends.
They weren't the coolest tier, but they was a good solid tier. We were
That's
like
cool.
C tier.
C tier.
C tier, but then we like integrated like a couple of A tiers, but see, that's the hierarchies are so crazy. High school. Let's talk about hierarchies.
You've seen a lot of high schools, so
I'm a traumatized being. I had to.
how many high schools did you go
I
to?
went to 3 different high schools.
And then so freshman year was
Freshman year was in Ohio.
Okay.
Sophomore, junior year was in Maryland, and then
Mm.
senior year would have been here.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
It sucked fucking ass, dude. Went to a
What-
couple of elementary schools, and I was in Youngstown for like 9 months, 10 months for 4th grade.
Yeah.
That sucked ass. That was a hellhole.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gutted then. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I had like a big move from Texas to here, but other than that, then we were here, but it was really different from Texas. to
That's
here.
a big culture shock.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for kids and classmates,
Can't
they-
say the N word anymore.
yeah, dude, my
in
little
public. And have to be black to say it. What is this?
No, but kids like they thought I was like so different. And I guess it is, but they thought I was like the kids from Oxford, dude. They like grow up here.
Because you probably
They
had a
don't leave
better
here.
accent than him.
I didn't have an accent.
You should have talked like you did.
I know. I really should have dug into it.
I'm actually better than you fucking
You
faggots.
fucking retards.
You did.
They were.
Yeah, they're all fucking dorks.
I read at a higher level in 2nd grade. I remember. My teacher was like, "Oh wow,
Oh wow, you can read. We just
we can't do that over here."
They're still pissing and shitting in their pants over
My first
there.
grade teacher in Texas, she was black. Mrs. White. Her name was Mrs. White.
It's like they think.
Black.
Wow,
Mrs. Black. White. Another teacher I had.
what a
the other day.
sick trick these women are playing. It's all big tricks.
She was cool. I can still picture her. She was like an older black woman. She got me. I got in trouble there. I got in trouble. Me and my buddies, we ripped off a kid for his Hot Wheel.
What a dumbass.
You know, he was. His parents came in, and I saw his parents there in that
Oh my
morning, and I was like,
God.
"Oh fuck!" And yeah, we had to go to the principal.
What grade was this in?
1st grade. So I had a dude. I'm a trouble. I had a pencil that had like all. It was like, you ever see those like highlighter pen that's like all smiley face and shit.
Oh sure. That you put like
Oh, no,
stamps.
I
you
took
like
that-
stamp things with.
No, it was just a pencil with
Okay.
smiley faces on it.
Oh,
so
sure.
I traded it. I told him I'd bring a Hot Wheels for him.
Uh-huh.
And then my other friend got another trade for him. And then I told my one friend, and this is what's really funny. My other friend, he was Muslim. His name was Osama.
Okay.
And I remember this
Very good.
because I moved here in Michigan. Next year was 9/11, Osama bin Laden. I was like, oh, my buddy.
Oh, I gotta stop being friends with him. Shit.
No, I was just bummed out because they're like, oh, now they're going to hate that kid. He's only in 2nd grade. He wanted to be a NASCAR driver.
Maybe
I
next
wonder if
time
he
you
made it.
shouldn't have been named Osama. Dude.
Anyway, me and him, we ran an operation on this kid. I was like, we're not going to give him the fucking Hot Wheel. We'll take the pencil and we'll just be each day. It'll just be like,
You were
yeah, we
sick.
forgot
You're
about
a
it.
sick bastard.
we forgot about it. We forgot about it. I don't have it. And then eventually his parents came into school and I learned like, oh, fuck. You don't lie to people because you get in trouble. Got sent to the principal's office. It was me and 2 other kids. And
Should have doubled down. I don't know.
No, they had us.
And
The kid was crying, I think.
a little fucking
He was,
faggot
dude. He
pussy,
was.
dude.
I wonder what he's like now.
I'm
I really do honestly wonder about the kids I knew in Texas that like,
he's probably used to be a heroin addict, but now he's a methadone addict. How about that?
I'm curious. But anyway, I just remember going to the principal's office, and I was telling them I was like trying to keep my friends cool, so I started talking about like the hockey game that was going on. Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup, and just trying to change the subject to stay cool.
I'm in first grade.
I know I'm in first grade and I'm
in
running
first
up.
grade.
Yeah, well,
I'm running high level operations.
stealing pencils.
I've got a cartel. I've got hoes. I've got bitches underneath.
I did have I was really scared though. This girl gave me her phone number, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. It was like kindergarten or first grade, and then my dad picked me up and me and my sister, and I think I threw it out the window.
Oh, you're.
She threw it. She like wrote her number for me, and I was like embarrassed.
Oh.
So I
It's like I'm gay.
threw it out the window.
Sorry.
She wasn't very cute. I remember it was a big.
Oh,
Texas girl.
that's why.
It was, yeah. She wore
that's
like
bad.
she still wore diapers, I think.
That's so sad.
And like when she would sit down, you could like hear it,
Oh.
like kindergarten shit. Yeah.
Oh, she's retarded.
Another thing I remember first grade, it was a Mexican boy. You could tell he probably had some trouble.
That's the scary thing is that so many kids had troubling homes, and you don't even realize it.
But this is probably
People
I still picture this. He had and then there's this big white girl, little Mexican boy. This is honest, I swear to God. And like we were like, you know how like in like elementary, you like sit on the carpet and the teacher's talking or something, or
Very
reading a book,
good,
some shit
right.
like that. Yes.
Yes.
His hands were in her pants, and she was like
In his Mexican hands were in his her white girl pants.
she was wearing like tights, I'm pretty sure,
Oh my God.
and he was sitting like this, or she was sitting like this, and he was behind her, and his hands were like in her ass,
Yes.
like just
naturally.
like in her ass.
Wanted to.
I remember he looked out and he like pulled him out. I still remember that shit, and I was just like, "Oh, fuck!"
You can do that. You can.
It was I think it was weird because I saw like a Mexican boy touching my girl.
Oh my God! You was from like. Oh my God, dude! You can't be doing that. You can get Emmett Till. You can get Mexican Emmett Till. You
My
fucker.
full first grade mind knew. I was like, "That's not right."
You know, in being interracial myself, I will say it's not right. What the hell were you thinking?
They learn young. I guess
What
they
were you
learn young.
thinking? I know that's the thing. You can't really stop.
Especially
anybody
nowadays,
from
that's why
love.
people are so against it, though, because you see so much of it on the TVs and shit. But it's impressionable to young kids, and maybe they don't understand certain things.
I mean, is it
And then
really
you
that?
realize about your ancestors are they're right. Like,
Just marry inside your own race if you can. Like it's really.
yeah, no, there's nothing.
I don't think it's. I don't think there's. I don't even think it's anything wrong with that at all.
What, interracial or being within your own race? What do you try?
In your own race.
What's wrong with
obviously.
that?
Nothing.
No,
It's actually beautiful if
Yeah,
you're able to do that.
yeah.
There's so many fucking mixed people. It's impossible to find a pure one.
Yeah, they're thinning through. You know,
I don't.
a lot of these older guys though, they still have a lot of thoroughbred in them, or purebred.
These older men.
Well, they like to think that. That's why I think they like are the way they are. I'm just thinking of this one guy that came into work one day. He said he's purebred, and I was just intrigued by that.
Like he's got pure cum. Like it's see
He's
through.
just purebred. That's what he says. He's like, I'm 100%.
Oh, I remember
Yeah, that guy.
the war guy. Oh, I'm disparaging a veteran. Excuse me. He's a purebred. Was he Italian? Stupid wop.
No, he's just like a dumb old white guy who's like definitely.
He World War II or Korean?
I think he said the
War?
Korean War.
What a retard.
Yeah,
What a dumbass.
yeah.
I don't even know what the Korean War was fought over.
He was telling how he like stood out or was outside at the border.
Oh, you didn't
30
even.
degrees.
It is cold.
He's like, I've seen it. He said this stuff to me, and then what's her name was standing right there. I don't want to say. And then he's like, we'd be speaking Japanese and German if it wasn't for us, for me. I don't know if he said me, but maybe the army.
Wasn't for me and my boys. I showed them a lesson. I taught them a lesson.
But I didn't really show him much respect.
Say, well, sir, what are you talking about?
kept
You
calling
fought
me
in the
hot shot.
Korean War.
He kept calling me hot shot, and he told me not to turn into an alcoholic. because of Ulysses S. Grant, and my name's Grant. This is where this guy's mind was going.
I mean, he was just podcasting in real
He
life.
was, yeah. That's what a lot of them are doing.
They're
They're better than that. Like they just go.
they've got stories. We've got no stories.
They just go. I mean, that's a weak story what he had.
I mean, the guy fought in a phony war. I mean, it's not.
Aren't most wars phony?
It's not phony for the boys fighting in those wars. That's for damn sure. But
That was like good reporting.
I heard that in a movie or something.
Oh.
It's in, man, what is it in? Some like conspiracy theory documentary and it's like cut into it like as like evidence from a 1930s movie. It's like it was so obvious what World War II was about. It was one of those documentaries. It was I know exactly what it was. It was I can't remember now.
That whole spiel.
I know it's on YouTube. It's a good primer for
Those conspiracy docs are fun to watch, but only if they're like really got something in them. Like I'm a fan of the occult. I like occult stuff. Obviously, you saw. I don't say I'm a fan of the occult, but like it interests me quite.
Nothing wrong with liking occulted knowledge. Occulted knowledge is the best.
Yeah, there's certain powers to it. I believe.
Yes.
You can access them.
We need to move on. I'm trying to think of that documentary. It's gonna bug the hell out of me. It's about from JFK to 9/11. So you can only imagine.
Jesus Christ!
You can imagine. There's a title. That's the
like
sub.
40 years,
That's
30 years.
It's great. I mean, it's like one of those like
it just
was
covers
like
it
one of those
all.
away- yeah, no, it
Yeah.
it's all the sweet spots. All the sweet spots. Hitler's cool. It's all the stuff. Well,
do you think he was really a time traveler?
Hitler?
Yeah. Like, was he interacting with aliens and
I
things?
think he was interacting with aliens, or I definitely
entities of some sort, or
Yeah.
just channeling.
I mean,
'Cause I know the Nazis were into like channeling. I feel like I can channel with some of my writing, or maybe that's like we were talking about God thoughts. Like, where do these thoughts come from?
I don't know where anything comes from ever. I mean, that's what Peterson. I've been like I said, I was listening to Peterson more lately, and it's actually very timely.
Yeah.
It's
Well, he's
very
big
timely
into
going back
God
to it.
now too. Again,
He's a retard now. I don't trust him now. He's a fucking Israel slut.
you think he's like you just don't
I don't trust him.
okay.
I think he's lost. Not. I mean, I just
Too old, maybe, or maybe just too.
I think he just got too high up in the money. I think the money got to a point, and it's just.
There's only so much you
I
can
mean,
say.
he's got his
too.
convictions to do. He's made promises to people, I imagine, and he has to maintain convictions. He's got to defend Israel, all this bullshit.
Like you're talking about, like this is points of view and whatnot.
Yeah, he can no longer speak with the same amount
Freely.
of freedom that he had in 2014 and 2015. Like, I'm listening to these.
I mean, that's a lot of these guys. That's like Tim, 2018, 2017, 2019, 2020.
It's so funny
Yeah.
watching his.
And now it's just like
escalation.
boring. I mean, it's like I watched the last episode just because like what's
It's
going
the
on
only
right
news
now.
I need. I'll watch it once weekly, but I'm going through it. I'm still obsessed with it. You reintroduced me to it, and I've been going
The old stuff is
from the
good.
beginning. I saved the whole YouTube playlist, and it's not even like the full archive. There's like hundreds of episodes. If I wanted to get Patreon for a couple months, I could
and just look at them
and just go through them because there's a lot of like all that Franklin scandal, all that real deep shit.
It's interesting. It's all on the
actually there.
Patreon, I think. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that to my brain though. That's actually devastating fucking programming that you do to your brain going deep. I mean, I've got plenty of
It's
it.
just research.
It is research at this point.
It's just knowledge that you kind of hold in your mind, I guess.
It's necessary. Somebody's got to look at it.
Someone must read these words.
Somebody's got. Well, you got to know.
Someone's got to know.
You got to know it so that. Well, I mean, you have to know your enemy. You have to know exactly how they're thinking because it's better so you actually understand where they're.
Yeah.
Obviously, I shouldn't have to
Where you're operating, but it's good to vocalize.
Yeah, for people that don't get that,
Mm-mm.
that don't understand why like being obsessed with morbid things is like
A good thing.
can be well.
It's just knowledge, and it lessens maybe
Not a
your threshold.
And
for certain
it
things.
yeah.
It makes you less afraid.
But then people will say it desensitizes you.
Yeah.
You're desensitized.
But we're always desensitized.
Because we're sensitive beings. Don't you know that? We have senses and
That's where all that music comes from.
I got fingers and you got toes and they all got senses on them.
We have
I don't know who
we
I'm.
have 5 senses.
I don't know what like weird liberal lady I'm like channeling or like.
Dude, I never was really around
I don't even know
or
what-
even aware much of like just like liberalism in high school.
I don't
And
even
even
know.
that much in college. And then like looking back, I was like, holy fuck, there's so many just like whack ass people. And you still realize it, like from their parents' programming to like what they were thinking about it. Just like holy fuck, I was on a whole different. I still am, but it's like
See, the
some people are just like they suck.
best thing you can do.
Some of your closest friends, or of the past, yeah.
Even close friends I have now, the program. They won't admit they're programmed, then I'm the retard for trying to accuse.
To like
I'm
just trying to open them up a little.
We're all programmed, but
In
you
a
have
sense.
to accept that you're programmed a
But
certain
you're-
way, and then know that you can change the program.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm working on changing the programming.
There's nothing wrong with that too, but when you're around it, it is weird for other people to like be hearing like,
What do you mean I'm programmed? No, I have authentic thoughts. I'm actually an autonomous being.
or just like, I mean, you're going deep on it, just like anything, like just like being around certain people. It's like it's not. I don't say it's not good anymore, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't know. You have to go a little deeper.
I don't know, just like the type of conversations you're gonna end up having, and they don't really feel
Oh.
like conversations you want to have. So it's like, why hang out with certain people?
Because now, do you not want to have the conversation because it's a predictive one or it's not fruitful in any way? Because I don't mind having a conversation.
Yeah, it's like it's not like I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just
Because I mean, I'll have a conversation with a retarded person because it can be quite fruitful because they offer like a very baseline. Like I had my cousin
Yeah.
from Ohio here.
yeah. How was that?
I had him here from the last weekend. It was a lovely time. All we talked about was weed. It was all about. We went to 2 dispensaries, not one. We went to 2 different dispensaries so he could get deals. But I mean,
Where did he come from? Where was he?
Ohio, Middle
Do
Ohio.
they not have dispensaries down there?
Not yet. They've got him there. He wanted to visit me, but I mean that's the thing though. All we talked about is like, oh, they're getting dispensaries down, popping up around Belleville. Actually, they're not getting one in Belleville, but they're putting one in Bucyrus. Closest one to us gonna be in Bucyrus, and this is a black guy. He talks like that.
Does he have like an accent like that?
Yeah, he's got that weird Ohio tint because he works at the car track, so he's like got that
I got you.
that whatever that
Yeah, that-
Oxford tinge, whatever kind of.
That southern,
That
just like
country tinge that you
wannabe.
get exactly
yeah.
that. But he's a black guy, but then he'll still say nigga and all that. It's fun hanging out with him because we're very similar
Yeah, he's just all
in a
over the
lot of
place,
ways.
yeah.
He's a no, I don't know what's the polite. He's fatherless. He doesn't have a father or whatever.
Gotcha.
He was adopted by my grandmother technically.
Gotcha.
So it's a weird, really fucked up situation,
Yeah.
and he's a full adult now. So imagine grasping with that and dealing with that is
Not having. Yeah.
immensely difficult, which is probably why he melts his brain with dabs as soon as he wakes up.
Yeah.
So I get that. I don't
So
get.
he
I
can just be
sympathize.
high.
and that's
I mean, there's nothing wrong with just getting high.
it does make me sad to see. I mean, because I'm guilty of it too. But he's like really. He articulates to me that like he's operating on this system like we're all about getting high. It's like he's texting his girlfriend. She's like they're talking about like
Like it's his
being
whole
high.
personality.
It's his whole thing.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have to be because he's into cars. I mean, it should really just more. He can't talk to me about cars, which is why he has to talk to me about
Just
weed.
getting high.
Because I've carved out this persona that I'm all about weed, and that's I've trapped myself in a
You
prison
trapped
of my own
yourself.
making.
I'm a pothead.
I'm a pothead. I'm a gooner, and I've trapped myself in a prison that I've made. And
What is gooner? This is a new word for me. I like it though.
what do you think it sounds like?
I mean, I know what a goon is, but people are using it differently now. I'm gooning.
I'm
Just
gooning. It's
sitting
like a meditative state where I'm looking at pornography for an hour.
Yeah.
A goon state.
A goon, yeah.
Somebody that jacks off a lot. Like it's like meditate. Like I said, like it just makes me. I see a lot of. I
Meditative
see
state.
more sad stuff. It's really like seeing stuff on
It's
film
sad,
because it
bro.
really hits you. Like this on film, people showed up.
This is their job.
People showed up for this gig. For this threesome.
What was I saying? I said something to Maddie that was really great where I was like, oh, I was just talking about like a shitty movie or like a shitty movie that's made and how embarrassing it's got to be on set. But then I'm like, porn, that's worse than porn because at least people are getting
Worse than
enjoyment out of
porn.
porn. Yeah.
It's worse than porn.
Because people are at least like trying to enjoy the porn. But it's like when you're just in a shitty movie, it's like, whoa.
Porn stars deserve all the respect. The good ones, at least.
Yeah.
If you're cut out for it and you are willing to put yourself on film and you get really popular, they are literal goddesses.
They kind of are.
Maybe demigod. I mean, I don't. Maybe a bad god, but I mean,
No, they're just a human.
they're a human, and it's like a professional athlete level.
Yeah.
To be on film and to perform is insane. I don't even like being on film to talk or whatever. I can't even be on film soft or whatever. But there's such a
Yeah,
sounds crazy.
a lot of times they're like molested as children though.
Yeah, they've had horrible lives.
They're all fucked up.
They're all, dude. It really makes me so sad. I just love coming to
But
them.
that's what's kind of fucking crazy. Is like,
Because then you like know the person. You're like, wow. I'm like, I'm
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
sorry. That was Go on. Go on.
It's more so like people are having orgasm, but the orgasm is like this natural, beautiful thing that's supposed to produce life.
Right.
But people are just getting nuts off to
We're
like
wasting it.
traumatized, beaten people that like have nice bodies. But if it was a different camera angle, if we were there in person, it'd probably be really different.
Really sad.
But people are getting the most enjoyment out of it.
The most enjoyment in life out of
These beaten, disgusting people. I don't want to say disgusting. That's kind of mean, but
it's gross.
Yeah.
They're not this. It's the act. It's what they are allowing themselves to happen, or maybe not. I mean, at that point, you're possessed.
and then you got to realize
you're not you're possessed by something.
kind of, and then your content is some of the most viewed content in the world because it's constant and it's always, and you can just pull it up whenever.
Hey, we're not getting rid of it. You better.
No, I mean, I'm
it's
not saying to
that
get rid of it. I'm just kind of just painting a picture of what it really is.
You want more shootings? Is that what you want?
But yeah, that's I mean, it's probably a balance in the world that's
So you-
needed. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
pornographic imagery has always existed.
It's always been around, so yeah, people need it.
Maybe it shouldn't be this prevalent, though. Maybe I shouldn't be able to have it instantaneously.
Yeah, maybe like an 8-year-old shouldn't be able to watch it on
Maybe-
their iPad.
Maybe I should have to purchase somebody's artistic skills to produce me very specific pornography. that
Like a
I can
painter?
masturbate to. Yes, maybe I should have somebody
Draw you some boobs or a
paint
set
me
of balls.
in a costume, perhaps. Paint me in a furry costume and sell it to me.
Yeah, people will get off on that.
Of me having sex with my relative in a furry costume.
Jesus.
That's what I
How much would you pay for that?
couple $1,000. Right?
Damn.
If I was into that, maybe.
I guess because it's so rare, you'd have to pay a lot for it.
It's very specific, and I mean, you'd have to pay a lot because I mean, put somebody through the anguish of painting such a disturbing, and it'd have to be disturbing, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a whole comic panel, like anime style of me fucking my cousin.
Like a team of like a studio works on it.
Yeah.
So like just like a hentai,
like a whole hentai,
but it's just a
cartoon.
painting. Oh no, now it's a video.
3
Yeah.
seasons.
Develops.
Yeah, just talking about me and my cousin, how we've been apart for a while. Every time we see each other at functions, we gotta find like a separate room, but we've never actually done anything. But it's getting to a point in this country where just being sexless, maidenless is just maybe as long as you're not biological, what does it really matter if you're
Well, stop calling her your
certified
cousin
with
then.
well then well, the legality of it would require me to call her that. But I mean, what else would I call her? Just
But if it's not like, if you guys really aren't cousins,
technically, but not biologically, I don't think. But technically,
I'm sure that stuff was way more prevalent like 40, 30 years ago.
I don't think it'd be a problem.
I mean,
Not for the state of Ohio, or for our children that have not
it's
come
like,
into existence.
have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
I've seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Like Jonah Hill's character?
I'm with the teeth. Yes.
Well, he's like, you're like married to your cousin.
Oh, I don't know this scene.
You know, when him and Jordan Belfort are sitting there, he's like, let me just ask. He's like, I gotta ask you something real quick. He's like, what? So he's like,
It means there's no alcohol in it.
I heard you like married to your cousin or something like that. He's like, and then like Jonah Hill's character, he's like, yeah, but it's it's what. And then like he kind of explains. It. Yeah, they're like at the bar. I don't know if yeah. So I mean, hey.
My mom comes from a family of a lot of adopted people. All right.
Yeah.
There's not even a chance that my kid could come out with a weird leg thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a normal, healthy. And the thing is, you love your cousin already. Like it's just by the nature of
I'm not too close with my cousins personally. I mean, it's not like I have no
not
problem with
anymore.
them.
But
Even like leaving, I didn't really have close cousins.
I guess I was just really close with
You have
my
like a
cousins.
seems like you have a big family.
I mean, we were there every Sunday.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
No, dude. I might see my cousin. I have a cousin.
Okay.
I have multiple cousins, but I have one cousin, like my first cousin.
Yeah.
I see him maybe once a year.
Okay.
And then I have other cousins that I just see like at Christmas functions once a year, maybe, or yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see him in. I don't see anybody anymore now. It's really.
Even back then, like, it was always just Christmas. So I never got the chance to get attracted to my cousin. But it's not your cousins.
She is.
But she's like, you said not biologically though.
Not biological.
Yeah.
Not anything that could hurt the baby or whatever would happen. I mean, what's the down? Is it like offspring? Is that ultimately where
So
you
what's
see the
like
results
what's the word? Your conundrum. Explaining it to
probably
people
probably
like
just
in the
stigma.
future?
Yeah, probably just stigma. But then again, you don't even have to reveal that it's
No.
probably just maybe stigma from her dad, and like it's really. I mean, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, their upbringing was probably fucked up too already.
I don't know. What's her dad like?
I mean, he's fine. He's a great guy. He doesn't sleep. He's a computer guy. He's like, I think he sounds.
He would probably understand.
I think he probably would understand. It's better than the white guy that she's with right now that's really into cars. He sucks ass.
Tell me about this guy.
And he just likes smoking weed. He's actually really cool. He's really successful. He's got like a whole company. He'd probably take very good care of her. But he's just a car guy, just a car dork. I hate car dorks.
My dad's a car dork.
That's
You would probably like my dad a
I
lot.
probably would. Your dad's probably really cool.
He is. He'd probably like you too.
You're really cool. Yeah, because I
He'd
probably
tease you though.
Yeah, I bet he would. Because I'm fucking look at me. I'm fucking Asian as shit.
Sometimes I forget you're Asian.
Sometimes I forget I'm Asian. Sometimes I literally think I'm white. I literally will like show.
Dude, you say some white shit. Like
I'm a white
like
person.
Thomas level white shit.
I'm a white person, and it's funny.
But most people are.
See, I'm everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not one.
A lot of people are.
It's really cringe to be anything. Am I right? Am I right, folks? To really try or be anything in your life. What are you, a fucking dork? What do you want people to like you? Fucking dork. I really hate people that try to be anything.
Like how would you say I'm trying to be something? But you're trying to be a comic.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I fucking hate it.
But I wouldn't say I'm really trying to make
You're
anything.
not.
I'm just trying to make things, and if people connect to it, they'll connect.
Exactly. I'm not. If I wanted to, what is it? I mean, I'm not doing.
That's why I like this. This is just a conversation to me, and that's my goal is just to record cool ass conversations and see how outrageous or funny they can get in whatever we fucking talk about.
I do love this very much because I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
And
dude.
if we we can stumble upon
it's
stuff.
stream of conscious, and then like get a couple other people. Like it's just
It seems healthy too, because
yeah, you're just getting out thoughts.
I mean, this is what they talk about. It's like just find a nice, healthy group of people you can go to,
Just
go to the
chat.
bar with, and you jack off with, and talk to,
And then you die.
and then you die.
Your buddy's at the bar. See, I was never like a bar person though.
I didn't do any of this. I was on probation. I lived with a schizophrenic roommate who was playing League. I was a hostage for most of my 20s.
What is League of Legends? Like, what is
Dude,
it?
I'll make you play one.
I hate those type. I hate
You
that.
should get addicted to this game for a year.
I hate the visual. I can't play
You don't
games like that.
playing like that?
Ah.
You just gotta get a. You gotta get a.
And then you have like the whole menu of all your items and all that shit.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I gave up. I gave up console gaming to play this only game.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I swear by
it's
this
like a
game.
It's like a phone game you play on your iPhone.
It is a. Well, the thing. Let me. You want to get into?
Do you get it from the App Store?
No, don't play on your phone. Play it on your goddamn computer.
I'm not playing.
I know you shouldn't. It's not good for you. It's really a problem.
But I guess I can see where it's fun because you're just like playing with people, and then it's like
it's like doing it's like a Sudoku at this point. There's a lot of different aspects to it. So there's like you manage a gold income, you're managing stats, you're playing the person, you're playing a human person. So there's a chess game going
Yeah.
back and forth. You have to collect these minions for your income. Like you steady get income, but then you have to click and last.
I understand how it gets addicting because you want it. You want
You want the win. You want the dope or whatever.
You're basic. Well, I'm saying you want the items because that's how you get them. You have to keep playing, right? Like it's all about.
No. This is you don't keep items between games.
Oh,
Items
it's
are
over.
earned during the game. These are like games of football.
Oh,
yeah. This is not a progressing. You progress
well, then
level.
How do certain
rank.
players get?
You rank. There's a rank outside of it, but the game is like anywhere between 15 to an hour. Usually, hopefully not as long as an hour at this point. But
I kind of see now, and then it's like strategic. I got you.
It's like it's a
lot of shit talking.
A lot of shit talking.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
No voice chat in League, of course, because be too much.
Oh, so it's literally just typing. Oh,
I'm not even allowed to type right now.
You banned?
I had a ban for a year that was up.
You got banned from the game itself?
No, from just typing.
Oh, just like your team.
I've spent
people have like as like an official ban.
Yeah, from the fucking
like League
riot.
of Legends.
Yeah, from their tribunal.
Does it happen often?
Well, not when they're issuing out 1-year bans. Doesn't need to happen. That it would happen periodically.
What'd you say? The N word?
No, I don't say the N word on there. It's not worth it. It's gone through such an evolution because like you used to be able to type or whatever and it would go through, or people can have it censored and you would go through or whatever and you get reported afterwards. Nowadays, you can't even type certain words in because as soon as you type in a trigger word like fag or whatever, you type in anything, it doesn't send it through. It says this person has been muted for using disruptive chat and you're not allowed to talk at
So it's AI.
Yeah, it's all automated. That's the worst bit that really pisses me. I mean,
Well, this is what I'm trying to get at. AI is killing the freedom of speech.
yeah. I can't say anything.
That's what it's all about. And all these people are relying on it. No one knows how to talk anymore. No one knows how to express themselves.
People do know how to scold you when you say a bad word though.
They're good at that.
They don't even realize that they're scolding you and carrying out an act that's been programmed into them. They don't even realize they're carrying out a protocol. Actually, it's really crazy that you still say it a retard, dude, because I haven't used that word since 26. I was at Kroger. All right, so here, this is crazy. This is kind of crazy. I was working at Target in Auburn Hills for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with a guy.
I know the Target. Yeah.
I worked with a guy there. I'm not going to name him. I'm actually not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name.
Don't even describe him.
I worked with him at Target.
Jesus, now you're kind of scaring me.
And now he's...
Jesus.
So I've seen him a couple times.
Oh,
He's
you
fine.
guys...
I've interfaced with
enemy.
him. He's a bit of a... He puts... Not. I don't want to say puts me on edge. He's definitely he's a weirdo. He's been hospitalized. He's been mentally hospitalized a couple of times for like heavy drug use. He's gone into like psychosis, and he won't.
What drugs, like psychedelics?
Well, he never
ketamine?
Elaborates. He never elaborates.
He just says these things.
He just very cryptic. Excuse me. Let me drink some tea here.
It's probably cold.
He's probably like sending a hex on me right now.
Yeah, man, it kind of scared me right now talking about this guy.
I hate that's where my mind thinks. Shit just be happening, dude. You should be.
Do you think he'd be into my movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he would be into it, and it's like, man, stuff is demonic nowadays. I don't think this stuff is good. Seeing all this shit.
But that's kind of what the movie.
I feel like with his whole thing is
he would take all demonic stuff from it.
He saw some bad shit.
On drugs.
Or on whatever. I mean, obviously on drugs. He smoked weed at the time when I was working at Target. He doesn't seem to be on anything now except like Jesus. It's like I've been reading you ever heard of the book of Elijah, or the book of Ezekiel or something? Some weird.
You still talk to him?
Yeah, I saw him the other day. I want to get him out to go and do things to try and maybe break this weird.
So you know the guy, like you're kind of.
I know. Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
He's just a weird guy.
Yeah.
He's just kind of weird. But I mean, I'm a weird guy. But I only think he's weird.
I go to get food sometime. What's he look like?
Don't
say. Never mind. Don't. I just said not to describe him. Don't describe him.
I won't describe him.
He's just a weird guy wrapped up in some demon and God shit.
Yeah, he's just in some like.
I think a lot of people are now.
I think he just doesn't. It's hard to have a good way to psychologize your mind and put everything in.
And people just come boom to boom, boom
yeah,
to boom.
Yeah, like good and bad. It's like this is bad, and I don't think that's a really good idea. You're saying some pretty wild stuff to me. That's how he talks to me sometimes. Because I mean, he knows
that's like a Elder Scrolls character.
Yeah,
Like that's like the way like just like the whole. Yeah, that's something.
But it's been fine. I mean, it's I don't know. Every time I see him, it's just kind of like a bit of a trip. Like, oh, this is gonna be a thing right now, or it could turn
It's
into
gonna
a
go
thing
somewhere.
because he's always, I think, kind of like he likes seeing me. I guess there. I think I I don't know. It's a very I have such odd relationships with guys like that are mentally ill. I think it's very weird. I don't want to like fuck them, but I just feel really. It makes me feel really
feel-
sad.
Why? Because they're just fucking fucked.
It seems like that, but
Like is he as worse than the Jimmy John's guy or
no, he's
Okay.
fine. He's much better than when he was at Target. It seems like I don't know. We shouldn't even be talking about this guy.
yeah.
Shouldn't even really be talking about this. But I saw him yesterday, and I'm like talking to him. I just left that mic at New Way. I did that fucking disaster
How-
podcast. I didn't do a set. I just left because I didn't sign up on the sheet in time. I'm in Kroger and I flag him down because I'm just like in there really quickly, and he starts like introducing me to like the most like retarded people working at this Kroger. He's like, "Here, this is Glenn. Meet Glenn. Glenn can't actually speak in complete sentences because of the drug use, but here's Glenn. He's pretty cool." Glenn eventually like walked away, did a
Yeah.
quick Irish goodbye because he didn't even want to meet me. But anyways, Charles just gestured him right in. He's like, "Meet."
Nobody wants to talk to anyone there.
No. But one guy, was really cool, actually. His name was Jason. I'm going to dox him. But he was just like, his name was Jason. And he immediately, first opener is like, I don't know what he said exactly, but he gestured at like him being a troll, like he was an ugly guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm kind of like a troll person. And like, that's his whole personality. But he starts talking like wild, like Alex Jones territory stuff.
Okay.
So immediately, Charles's like wavelength is like down here
Uh-huh.
or whatever the spectrum, and then Jason and I are immediately on the same like level of like
Well, yeah.
referring to like
Wow.
wild shit.
Yeah.
And we're just not having to explain it because he knows it. I fucking know this sick, like he's probably like mid-30s, but just like completely brain rot from the internet.
That's what I
But
mean, the
still
information.
very articulate and like he's on it. He's actually like hitting all the poems. Like this guy's like I should be podcasting with this guy. This insane freak.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's the
This
psycho.
freak. And I'm making fun. I'm like, so I make like a joke about him being ugly and being a troll. And Charles's mind's like blown. Like, as me and him are like riffing, like we're vibing
Yeah.
right now.
This
Me and
guy
Jason.
doesn't care, and Charles is like,
He's like, whoa.
"What are you guys saying?"
What do you called him a troll, dude? That's mean. What the hell? You said what? And the guy was like, he got it too, and we were trying to explain it to Charles, and he's like, he wasn't getting. He's like,
Yeah.
I said it earlier that I'm a troll guy, and he was making a joke about it, and yeah, we're just talking about pretty general
like
like, conspiracy knowledge, and you should really be
It's
aware
just general
of it.
stuff, man. Come on.
It's
Come on.
It's general like stuff to make
It
you
really
lose your
is
mind. I mean,
kinda.
but I think Charles is very protective of what he allows into his mind because the mind can be a very scary playground to
For a
lose
lot of
yourself
people.
in. For a lot,
They don't even realize like what their mind can do.
I do really take for granted the system that's been set up by my upbringing as far as like protecting the God system that's been set up. The God system is the best system.
Kind of protect you. See, I don't know. God was in my life, but
He changes.
I put a lot in my mind when I didn't have. I was watching R-rated movies when I was like 4. Like I didn't.
wow.
Yeah, dude. Like we watched everything. Like
I saw way too much. Maybe not at that early age, but I mean, my dad, we had hundreds of DVDs, like too many DVDs, unrated DVD, all that shit. I mean, I got it.
I didn't
Plenty of
see
it.
like. I just saw. I mean, I was just exposed to things that when you like Paxton, like come on, like all these people aren't exposed to anything.
Maybe exposed to like HRT therapy or something.
What is that?
Never
I don't even
I'm
know.
just-
Oh,
you're gonna have to
trans
cut, you're
there.
gonna have to cut a lot of this.
I will. I'll listen. I don't know. Some of it's really funny.
No, you
dude.
should keep the whole thing, and you should post it, and we should.
I want to post this onto YouTube
we
maybe in the
should
next
share
day or
it
two.
to everybody. Should share it with. We can't tell. We're not telling any. We're not telling a soul. except
Dude, we could have a whole
maybe
podcast
Thomas.
of just talking about.
We should. We're not going to tell. We especially can't tell. I don't think I talk. I think I've only
I
been
don't
to
really
like.
talk that much. I kind of chat with them, just friendly.
Yeah, just friendly. I don't even think.
Sometimes I'll be like, "You got to take a step back, man."
loses his mind at work because he thinks that's the only place. It's
He can.
it's the least appropriate place to lose your mind, but he does it anyways. Because I mean, I'll do it too. It's the least appropriate place.
I
to
don't
do
mind
it.
between I know it's not,
Well,
but
yeah, I'm funny. Usually,
it is.
Tom's
Dude,
just
he
like,
goes talking about it. She's like, because she's too.
Yeah.
She's just like, yeah. I'm like, he goes off.
Yeah.
He's like,
does the face like,
this is what I wanted to tell you about. So we're sitting there
God bless her.
and we're talking about like, I don't even know. We're talking like, I was like, Trump getting shot was an inside job or something. And then we're talking about movies or something. And then she goes, have you seen that movie Rampage? I'm like, the one with the monkey? And she goes, it's a gorilla. Kind of like serious. I'm like, yeah, the one with the big white gorilla. And I'm like, gorilla. I'm like, the one with the rock and the gorilla. She's like, yeah. I'm like, she's like, I could see something like that happening.
Favorite movie is like Sharknado and shit. She like, her and her
I'm like,
husband love like the shittiest content
I'm
on
like,
the planet.
A giant. And that's what's gonna happen. Not even like, cause she was telling me about like apocalypse movies and stuff, and like natural disasters. She's like, yeah, like Rampage.
We would be happy if anything happened different on this earth than another waking moment of monotony.
Yeah.
I
I like her, but yeah,
she's great. No,
she lives right over here.
Oh,
Me.
really?
Yeah. Since like here in like 2001, and then
Wow.
yeah, she's cool, but she's just very I want to say hip, bent on technology and things per se, maybe. Like Rampage
She's
is her
not-
favorite movie. Like she thinks
she's-
Rampage could happen.
Yeah, she's got Marvel brain.
She thinks Rampage
Well,
could
her
happen
husband-
before
she-
2001: Space
I mean,
Odyssey.
the thing is, I mean, isn't for well,
But my sister likes Marvel, and she's like you could say in a sense she has Marvel brain, but she
doesn't
either.
She doesn't let people know she has Marvel brain.
I mean, she likes.
I guess she didn't. She certainly didn't let me know that.
I was my older sister.
Oh, so
I was teasing her, and I'm like, they're gonna get you back, and then Robert Downey Jr. gets exposed as the masked dude, and I'm like, they got you. And sure, and then I went and got my haircut the other day, and she's like, she like subtly says something about Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, they got you back, because she was off Marvel after like the whole event, and I don't know, Endgame or whatever.
they made him Doom or whatever now.
Yeah, now I'm like, they're gonna get you back. Cause like now they're trying to reboot Marvel back with like the old creators apparently.
Oh, she's like really sold on these movies though. She loves.
She likes them. Yeah.
I really don't get.
She
that.
likes superhero movies, but like she also grew up with like Jaws. Like this as a child, we watched these like Jaws, Jurassic Park, like I don't know, like just like, but they're epically made. So like what I get out of it is like I remember Kanye West said his favorite film was like it was one of those robot movies that are fighting, and it's like
Robot.
no, it's like the one in like Korea, and they're like fighting in the waters and stuff. I forget what it's fucking called. It's really cool though, but it's just like a lot of like my sister's pretty art, but they like these big, epic, emotional journeys of a superhero. It's like archetypal
Sure.
in their subconscious.
But it's always the same archetype being acted out. Isn't
Yeah.
that why? I mean,
But that's like,
but seeing how it's better,
there's
this and bigger.
superhero poop, and this is what people get drawn to.
I hate this. I hate
I don't like them either.
Superman. This is all fucking Nietzsche's fault.
But they're not. I mean, people like looking at shit like that. They like looking at $100 million CGI because they think that's the best type of movies.
Why don't we just have this shit in real life, and so I can go look at this shit for real?
Right? If they can make it for a
If
film.
they can make it in a movie, I'm certain that they can just make it in real life at this point. Any technology that you see in film can definitely just exist at this point. It's being suppressed.
Or yeah, at least the core idea of what it could be created into.
The technology behind it.
Mhm. Filmmaking, dude, it's so. Even just from what I made, it's like there's so much behind. I mean, this is so obvious to say, but there's just so much behind it, and then it's just that little frame, and it's like 2 seconds.
Yep.
And it's 13 hours of prep work to capture this. It's wild. That's why it's hard to make film. That's why it just takes long to get like messages across in films, I think. And that's why people are so stuck into like TikTok and things like that, because it's so quick. And you lose quality as a creator.
You
'Cause
lose a message.
The other artists that are around you aren't pushing anyone. You know what I mean? No one's pushing it, so there's like the kind of we can just put out this Flash, or like just some like we can just put out A Quiet Place Part 3 because no one's pushing anyone. Same with rap. Same with any kind of music right now. You need a little bit of competition.
Isn't art just rot? Even these podcasters, they all suck.
They're all the
ass.
same.
Dude, I mean,
They're all the same.
we're all the same.
That's why I'm trying to do a little something. But essentially, it's this conversation.
Yeah.
But some people are sounding literally like other people.
I'm trying to avoid that because all I do is consume podcasts, and I'm trying not to avoid
Trying to have your
emulating
voice.
very specific voices of podcast, and that's so. Maybe I mean that's the thing. Not most people will recognize who you're. Maybe it depends. I mean, it depends who it is.
Kind of letting you subtly influence you in a
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Some people do. I mean, real artists can spot it, I think. I can
Mhm.
spot things.
Yeah,
But
Not the-
all
not the
artists take
layman.
kind of things.
and I think it's fine. I think I take away the best parts. Because I think these are the funniest people that I am listening.
Yeah,
to.
well,
I think-
that's
I think
good.
I'm listening to the best shit that I should be listening to as far as what I'm consuming, and I don't have any qualms about it.
No.
I'm listening to Peterson. I've switched gears. I'm back on Peterson. It's great.
Who else? Did you ever listen to Michael Malice?
Nah, fuck that dork. He's a
He's
nerd.
weird, right?
He's weird looking. I can't.
He's too dorky for me. He's too Ben Shapiro-y, just like the
I think he's got solid arguments from what I can tell, though. I think
No, like he's
he's
not
lethal. He's a lethal dork.
smart guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying his personality, the whole his
Manlet.
vibe in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just his production. I don't know. Production's like like how you produce yourself and put it out there is a big way though too.
Yeah.
His just seems kind of cheaply put together sometimes.
But very serious tone, but cheaply put together. I've
But
never
he's
watched.
sarcastic too. I don't know. I've just seen him on Joe Rogan a few times, and then Thomas showed me a clip. I was like, I've heard. He's like, this is what Hatcher needs to do. Did he tell you this
He's always about Mike. He showed you Michael Malice or something.
on Joe Rogan? And I was like, I know who Michael Malice is. And he's like, this is
Oh yeah, he recently went. Oh God, I don't give a shit when these fucking retards go off on Rogan. I don't care about these clips.
because they don't really go that
I don't
hard.
really give a shit about these clips.
Yeah.
I don't know what I really. I mean, I know I'd have to.
There's just certain things that hit you at certain times, and then it wears off.
Yeah.
And then like when something new happens, and you're like, holy fuck. Like I listened to that old ass podcast my dad will listen to, something like X22 it's called. And I think I sent it to you, and it's like pretty.
I fell asleep
But
to
the
it.
guy called it out. He said he was a patsy, and he was the first one saying it. And
Yeah.
so I was like, but I'm not going to listen to that. Still 2 weeks later, it's like, what else is he going to talk about?
See, the problem when Tom tries to tell me something political is that I basically
know-
already know exactly.
And where it's coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just how I was saying, like an artist knows where certain people are kind of imitating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so. It's just like people who talk about sports, and they'll just say what. Yeah, Peyton Manning, rough week last week, but shit, you got to get it together.
Peyton Manning, who hasn't been in the league in over
All
a
right,
decade.
all right. Fucking I don't
That's
know,
great.
Matt Stafford,
Fucking
man.
Tyrell Owens is fucking fighting dogs again with Michael Vick. They had a dog fight over the weekend
I don't even know why I just said Peyton Manning.
because he's fucking awesome.
He's a good quarterback.
He's a good actor as well. Those commercials are very funny.
He is pretty funny.
He's funnier than Aaron Rodgers. Hope Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
wins.
Rodgers, he's a weird guy because he's got like a big ego.
I love him. I
I like him too.
Yeah.
But he's like really into psychedelics, but he's like
Really hot and like fucks really hot women. And like I want him to be my dad, kind of.
no, I'm saying like I don't think the psychedelics are affecting him the proper way. Cause he's like, yeah,
No,
I do
they're affecting.
psychedelics, but like, why you gotta talk about it? Make an album.
He's a god.
Why are you playing football? Go make some music then. That's what I mean. These athletes want to be really creative, but
Well, maybe
they're
he's just got
not.
broken. Maybe his brain's broke.
They're
You ever
broken.
yeah, they're broken. I would love for Aaron Rodgers to do the Aaron Rodgers. Does he have? I'm sure he does. Are you? Maybe you're
Do
not.
you really like Aaron Rodgers?
I like him because people hate him so much.
I like Aaron Rodgers too, but
I like him because he's completely
he goes
Prometheus.
on well, it is pretty cool like having a NFL player like doing DMT.
Yeah. And
But at the
being,
same time, like I'm saying, it's like
and being like straight and white.
he could be more enlightened.
But you don't. Why?
But he's
does he
coming
not-
off as he's like this enlightened guy, but he's
But
not.
then-
That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
then he's
If he was deeply enlightened, he would
Well,
quit
then
the
he would-
NFL.
Well, yeah, but then he would be the football player who became enlightened, and then he'd be some fucking annoying, intolerable faggot. Is what he would turn
In
into.
fact, the Russell Brand of the NFL.
Yeah, because he's just a guy. I don't like. I mean, obviously he's a football player first, and that's the thing, dude. You're that thing.
Should be good.
All right, we're in. We're back.
So Spectacular Now. You never saw it.
I've never seen the Spectacular Now. No. Who has AIDS in this story?
It's just like a high school rom-com,
Okay.
like senior graduation.
Who's in the closet in this one?
No, it's just like your typical. It wasn't that we weren't there yet as a culture.
Really?
It was 2013, so they were still making like straight love stories.
Perks of a Wallflower was there at that.
Oh shit!
That's the thing. So this is a straight
It's
one.
straight.
This is why it didn't go off, because it wasn't about it. Didn't even have one gay character.
It was a straight love story, and well, there's probably one. It was A24.
Okay. Well, then they had got one of the main characters. Because I mean,
There was probably a lesbian somewhere.
okay, I hope.
And
So.
then definitely a gay kid.
I hope so. I hope so, and a couple of blacks.
It was white people.
Mostly whites, all whites.
I think it was mostly white kids in like California.
We got to keep this thing spectacular.
Whites only. Miles Teller, King White, dude. Tom Cruise is priming him.
Oh, is he really?
Well, he was in Maverick, dude.
Oh, what was Maverick?
Maverick's the one. Top Gun.
Oh,
he's the jet.
I feel like such a dumbass sometimes.
Jet pilot. And then it was like the big movie in the 80s.
Right.
And they remade it.
Top Gun.
And he kind of it was actually pretty badass. You'd honestly probably like it.
Was he like the second hand in the movie? Was he?
Yeah, he's like the new guy, his buddy's son.
I
You
do like
honestly-
Miles Teller. I wouldn't deny that I like Miles Teller.
Top Gun's badass, dude. The
Mhm.
fucking sound design and some of the shots, and like, because they were actually in the jets. Like, it's real. Yeah, it's intense.
Tom Cruise is
He
the goat,
crushes.
though.
Yeah.
I just really like Tom Cruise.
He's goated. He's up there. No, and him and Alex Jones would have an interesting conversation.
I'm sure they would. Sure.
Like, what do you think?
Or I don't think I mean, he probably wouldn't be able to talk about a lot.
True.
Not the things Alex would want to talk about. It'd be a very like,
But off mic conversation.
oh sure, it'd probably be insane.
Think about the things he probably knows. Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
He worked with Stanley Kubrick for a year.
You turned to stone. He's like the
Turned to
highest.
stone.
He's like the highest level Scientologist on the server. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Is
Man.
David Miscavige, is he still alive? Is he still like a
The
guy?
little guy? The little guy?
Like he's the head of David Miscavige is the head of Scientology.
So there was like the guy who created it, but his son is like 5 foot.
No, I don't.
I think that's David Miscavige.
That's Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard.
He made it.
He's the writer.
Miscavige is the other guy. He's like kind of like a little Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
He's like 5 feet tall,
Is he? You're saying he's very short. I don't think he's that short.
dude.
David Miscavige. David Miscavige. That's such a nice last name.
It's probably not even real.
That's the last name of a guy that does not say no.
Yeah, dude. He's tiny. Dude, he's tiny. I mean, look at his little arms.
Oh, I see why he has a problem with the whole world. I see why he's I see why he's the leader of the biggest cult on this earth. I see.
5'3" is generous.
My sweet God, that is my God, he's the king of the manlets. I didn't realize Scientology was run by a fucking Lord Farquaad.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Why they put it? Yeah, he's a little man.
And Tom Cruise, a little
Dude, he's
man,
like, and Tom
too.
Cruise is like 5'5".
Oh my
It's
God,
a little
my-
man.
my
It's literally like
advice, bro.
Napoleon. You know, on a day Napoleon. He's conquering his own way.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
the times we live in.
Fucking Scientology is all about 5-foot kings. It's amazing. I mean,
Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
the amount of production that gets put behind Scientology, it's so
They put
nuts
work
that is
into
a real existing thing. I forget that I'm like here and stuff like exists like that sometimes. Like I'm
Like
really
what? Like people can create this stuff,
yeah, and it can be like established. Like people can
and
or
people just kind of believe it,
and they just believe it.
and they
Like
go into it, and they
and
don't.
I
They
I mean
do.
sure I could have believed it. I've believed a lot of things. I don't know in this
Do you
moment.
think if you like moved out to California as like a 20-year-old kid, you get sucked into Scientology? They could get you. Because that's how it happens for a lot of them.
If I would have had the goal to do anything,
You just say yes to
thankfully,
everything.
I was so petrified by life as soon as I left my parents. I couldn't get involved with anything too deeply. I was never that. I mean, weed had me, and that was it. Like,
But not Scientology.
video games, I didn't need. I mean, that was no. I didn't need more impressions than yeah.
Here's a good question. What video game would you consider like cultish? That's
League
like
of Legends.
films. That has like the same effect of like a film. Like cult type power filmmaking. Like that gets into people's brains. Like brainwashing type shit. You know what I kind of mean?
Like a story
like
game,
the Marvel film. Like what's a video game of Marvel?
like Fallout.
But Fallout's fun.
Yeah, Fallout's good. You know, Fallout, like something
Yeah.
different. Well,
I guess like what makes you like
Final Fantasy faggots really like that game.
I don't know. Maybe like what video game would you say is like the most sorcery to it that would like really sucks people's lives away?
League of Legends.
Is it?
Yes.
What's the sorcery behind it? Or is it just the concept of the game itself? It's
The
that
game
good?
is there's like I said there's so much to do actively in the game. It's very sad. Well,
But is there some sorcery image? Is there some messaging?
oh
there?
certainly, yeah. The
There is?
ladies, yeah. It's all hot lady characters that I want to fuck. I want to have sex with all these characters, of course. Yeah, and it's all well done. It's all voice acted. I mean, it's drawn characters, so it's very enticing. It's like Disney level marketing.
That's what I mean. I see the promo videos for League of Legends, and then you see the game, and it's like
The cosmetics are. I mean, the cosmetics are insane. It's a gold mine. That's where it's fucking ridiculous.
how many people play it? Is it the most played game in the world?
Maybe, probably up. It's top 3 or top 5. It's. I don't know what is it. So, it's just what happen. You know what happens is, you think when you first start playing, you think, oh, I can go pro. Immediately, there's a period when you start League of Legends, you start watching videos, you're committed to like learning because it takes over a year to even like
Get
just
good at it.
stop shitting your pants in a game.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. Like it takes a long
Even
time.
if you're like you learn quickly,
Mhm.
it takes so long.
If you have a good mind, I'm just a retard that sucks, I guess. But it's fine. But it's very I keep losing myself because I keep insulting myself.
I know.
I gotta stop insulting myself because it lose my trains of thought. I throw myself right off. Help me.
What? All right. So tell me about the game developers. What do we know about them?
They're Chinese.
They are.
Well, they're owned by a Chinese company. What's good right now is that the person that's in charge of patching the game week to week or every 2 weeks, it's like a young, like Korean guy, probably like 30. Whereas before it was just some guy some Asian woman, lesbian that just didn't get it. Just some team that really didn't get it. But I mean, I think
Now it's even better now.
it's more hip. It seems like the people are getting what they want. There's a lot of novelty. They completely redid the item system this past season. So they just do a lot of things each year to keep people coming back to it. It's retarded, dude.
I was
it's
playing this game, and it was
Dude,
literally it was like a total like it was a game you don't even play. You
See-
literally just press a button and it like spins, and you
like,
like
for the love of
What are
God,
you
woman,
playing?
play League. Like, do something better with your. See, this is fun. No, this is good. So, with League, it's like it teaches you like a psychic ability almost, like how to manipulate people
in which way?
in a way that your clicks, your inputs, you input in a certain way where you get your opponent to move their character in a way that they don't know that they're doing right into your playbook.
Right.
So that's like a psychic ability in a way.
What I see with League, it seems like it's just like a game that people can channel their urge to fight almost in.
Sure. No, you're a
Team.
champion. No,
Yeah.
you're literally you're no no.
I'm dying.
No, it's like a cosmic calendar. It's like a new for a cosmic calendar. Like in the way that there's like whatever in the sky. Like what can I say? Like God damn it. Name some people in this. Name some constellations. They've like replaced the constellations in a way.
League of Legends has?
League of Legends has like replaced.
Okay, I see what you're saying. People look up
People
to the
live.
game.
They love these characters. I mean, the guy that worked with us.
There's characters? I've heard a lot about
They're
this
champions.
guy now.
They're called champions. Okay.
Yeah.
They're called champions. We're gonna call them champions.
Okay. The
It's
champions?
a very serious game.
Okay, I'm listening. I got you. I'm taking it serious.
I know you are.
I'm trying.
I know you are. This is very serious.
What if you're not? What if you're always losing though? You're not a champion if you're losing every game.
Well, you can't. You got to see. This is
It's to uplift kids.
you either kill yourself or self-reflect. That's the answer. The problem with people in the game is people not being able to look inwardly and realize that it's not their team holding them back. It's the fact that they can't play a clean game, or they can't carry a game. It's the saddest thing when somebody's like really low rank and they're like, "I'll never get out of here. I'm stuck in whatever. I'm stuck in bronze. I'm never gonna get out of bronze because my team's always like retarded." But they fail to like realize what's wrong with their play and what they can be doing better when it's real. Like a bad streak's a bad streak. It happens. But
Are you talking about someone?
no,
Okay. It's like,
I'm making a
I
broad
figured there was a gamer.
generalization.
All right.
It's a sentiment that a lot of people will
have trouble with the game.
internalize. That just are, they're just bad. Or there's something I don't know. You'd have to watch them play the game to understand where they're making a fundamental mistake.
An error in their play.
And there's multiple phases. The game it's the same game over and over again. The game isn't different in that the compositions on each side 5v5. The compositions are different. What players may choose to do can be different. What you want to, because you can only click on one thing at a time. That's the thing about video games. You can only click with your mouse one at a time. Then there's buttons. Obviously, there's 4 buttons. There's like 4 plus like 2 more buttons or whatever. So like anywhere from like 8, at least 8 active buttons.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and this is like a pretty.
See, that's why I can't play these games.
People would say this is a simple MOBA compared to like something like Dota. You know what Dota is?
I've heard of Dota.
So there's Dota, and I'd say Dota is more. There's more complexity, but they're very much the same. But I don't know what I mean by complexity though.
What is this style of gameplay called?
MOBA.
MOBA. Yeah, what is that?
Multiplayer, online based
Action simulator or like?
Yes. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. It's crack. It stands for fentanyl.
It sounds like it.
I did like we were going with like it replacing the
constellations. That was cool. And then you started talking about the keyboard, and I was like,
I couldn't think of
I was lost.
Somebody in the sky. I couldn't think of like a Greek god.
Like
in
the
sky.
Sagittarius sign. I mean,
sure.
The zodiac signs, or
Yeah,
just
the
like straight
zodiacs.
constellations. Whoa! So you're saying League of Legends has replaced the zodiac? Because people look into these characters more than they do into like their astrological energy.
Well, what's crazy is like, let's say a professional player is particularly good at a champion, and he kind of becomes like a human embodiment of that champion, and you like look.
Okay, I
him.
get it now.
It's not that, but
it's like a game.
There
is
something amazing. Yeah, there is something amazing about seeing somebody pilot a champion in a game that you can go. See, the thing is, what's so cool is
he understands the champion more than you do.
But I can go play this game and do the same exact moves technically because he's still in the same. He's playing in the same game that I'm playing in, but I can't go out and slam dunk with both hands because I'm not.
No, I get what you're saying.
That's what's so enticing. That's why there's that period of time where like, oh, I could go pro if I put my heart and soul.
Everyone. And honestly, you know what? I think that's where we're at with politics now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone thinks they can kind of just do it.
I think you can. I think Logan Paul could put up a decent campaign. I think any serious YouTuber that has aspirations,
anyone with some kind of a following could start a campaign.
A good
nowadays.
following.
They really could.
With a good backing, no.
It might take a long time right now, but when these young kids are 30 and 40, the same way these people are looking up to Donald Trump,
it's going to be a normalized thing.
Yeah, celebrities just become the president all the time. It's already kind of, or just like a complete idiot.
Figures.
Hidden Figures. You ever see that movie?
That's the one with the black ladies go to space.
The mathematician, they get him to space.
Black ladies, they take us to
They
space.
take the white man to space.
Very good.
Teamwork.
Yes, good math.
Unity.
Yes.
These are the values we're pushing
Yes,
forward.
Queen. Yes. What is it?
It kind of had a Yes Queen vibe to it, but it was made really well. It was made pretty
I
good.
think I saw it on an airplane. That would have been where I'd seen Hidden Figures.
I don't even want to be talking about Hidden Figures.
I don't like where we're going with this. I just want to say racist stuff. There's too many.
We've been going. We might. Should we? What time is it?
Yeah, how do you want to close this out?
It's almost. Yeah. I mean, we can just kind of wrap it up. How we're wrapping it up.
I can talk about my cousin a little bit more while
I
he's
think we
here.
talked about that.
He's cool. No,
that cousin.
the other one, the black one who went to the dispensaries with.
How much is left on this movie?
I don't know. Anyways, we went to the Henry Ford Museum. Did you go to the Henry Ford Museum before?
I've been.
Okay.
Like on a field trip.
Yeah, that's a field trip place.
You and your cousin went?
Yes, we went.
Oh, just recently.
Yes.
Okay.
This last weekend.
Was he high?
We were high. We were high. Yes, we did a
You
dab.
as well.
We did a dab.
You
More
enjoyed
than-
it?
I enjoyed the dab more than I wish I did. Thinking about getting into dabs.
What was it like being around Mr. Mr. Ford's ownings?
It was really weird because you immediately see like a brick wall as you come in. I'm like, oh, this feels like Auschwitz. That's very cool. Felt very, very weird. It's like I was on a deadly property.
When was it built?
I wish I'd been to see it. I think that if I
40s?
was
Like 30s,
early
20s?
early 1900s.
Okay.
Probably 1900s. 1908. 1908.
All right, I think we should maybe get. I think we're getting.
You're good.
I think we're getting there.
Well, I'm just getting into it here.
I'm just warming up.
We got shuttled on a bus over. We were sitting with a bunch of Asians.
Oh, you're just getting into. All right, yeah.
Yeah, we were getting shuttled over on this bus, and we got to sit with a group of Asians, like 10 of them,
How were they? Were they like?
just Chinese. And it was really awkward. They were all young, and they were like being chaperoned around, and I was just like an old black and Asian guy sitting in the back amongst them. It was a really weird look. Nobody said anything. I couldn't even like try to understand because it was Chinese. It was not.
They were
Korean.
Chinese. Okay.
They were. It didn't sound like any of the other ones.
My favorite are the Japanese.
Yeah, they sound the coolest. They made it.
They've made some cool stuff.
Yeah, they made anime.
PlayStation, Sony,
I do very much like PlayStation. That was
Nintendo.
my first console. Yes, Nintendo Wii, Sega. Keep naming consoles. I'm trying to think about. I mean, I wish there was a roller coaster at the Henry Ford Museum. I hate being at places that are
Yeah,
all
that's-
attractions, but there's not a
Not a-
single roller coaster around.
like an attraction to get on.
Yeah, not a roller coaster. I mean, you know how they could.
There's
easily,
potential there. They could have like an old Model
there's
T
so
type
much.
roller coaster type. You know what I'm saying? Like Model T body going
Yeah,
a couple loops.
exactly. A wooden roller coaster with loops.
You could start right off the assembly line,
They haven't.
right?
They could do such a nice thing.
Assembly line roller coaster.
I mean, they have so much parking space there. They could really turn that into a theme park. Like just build roller coasters. I wonder if there's probably regulations. There's probably city regulations about buildings things that high. But you can do it correctly. You lower the ground. You dig lower beneath. I don't know, man.
Maybe that's the market that America needs again, is like amusement
don't-
parks.
They don't actually. They make cars to order now. They don't even like make surplus of cars. Cars are made to order from Ford, is what I did gather. That's
Yeah.
insider
I
information.
mean, it's like Tesla
probably like most places. I imagine most places are.
doing that now.
Yeah,
Like custom ordered cars.
it's always custom because that's always you go if you're gonna order right from the manufacturer, the factory. It's always on one of those customizable.
Yeah, it is. So you can get
have
your own
to
kind of your own rims or windows or something extra in the engine or yeah.
I don't think there's a way to get out of not building your car unless you go through all the drop down menus and pick out every aspect. And most people do want to be in charge of every aspect of their car and feel like they're in charge of it. And and all that and pay for it. I don't know. Why is it so funny?
I don't know. I feel like you're rambling now.
Stop me. End it. That's not a good place to end. I don't know how we end one of these.
It's just fun. I just can imagine like listening to this and like retro, like you're like we're 2 hours in and you're just talking about how people have to order their own car.
I
don't know why it's funny.
Dude, no way. So I try to show my friend. Have you seen Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah,
I try to
it's
show
good.
my cousin's into cars. He'd never seen this movie. I believed him. I was like, "You never seen Ford? Like this is a good fucking movie." Like I cried when I
Yeah.
first saw this movie.
My dad loves it.
So I sat him down. We're getting ready to watch it.
Not into it.
He was into it. He was ready to go. I'd fed him a burger. I fried a burger for him. Hardly finished it. I'm like, you couldn't. I thought he was gonna eat 2 of them. I made him some baked beans. Hardly took any of the beans, but I mean, he can eat as much as he wants. More for me. He lays down on the couch. It's not even that late. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, all right, we're gonna watch this movie, and he's into it. He can identify like cars by their sounds. So he's like, he loves it.
The characters, I mean, the actors are great. Christian
Actors are
Bale.
great.
And
I mean, he doesn't
know that.
He
but
doesn't know what acting is.
He likes the sounds though.
He loves cars. They love that one. Very cool. You go. No, he's not. He's not like that.
Okay.
Anyways, he just fell asleep immediately. I just ruined what could have been a pretty good story by doing a very crude.
He just fell asleep though.
Immediately, almost immediately, within half an hour, he was gone. And I tried to I was tired too. I don't.
It's a long movie.
It's like 2.5, 2:20.
You probably were high.
Yeah, he was high, obviously. Yes.
All day.
All day.
You're gonna get sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he had more energy, he would have really liked it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that he falls asleep with weed, but weed just like keeps me awake because I've just abused it for so long.
Yeah. Well, depending if it's if it is an indica, it does kind of knock me out. But
He does.
I usually try to smoke sativa.
Yeah. He definitely was indica dabs. I hate that was the last word. I shouldn't have said indica dabs.
I'm gonna
You're gonna click the button.
I'm gonna clip that. Indica dabs. Maybe that'll be the name of the podcast right now. This episode, Indica Dabs.
Indica dabs. So you have to listen to the end. you know what?
Indica dabs,
Like,
not mentioned once at all until the last 20 seconds.
That's how we get the listen time.
All right, folks. Signing off.
Bye.
What the fuck?